Alright, I think we're up and running. I have finally done the most indulgent, probably modification that I will this game, which is I've given everyone music proficiency. I really love the music in this game. I love how they implemented bards. I'm probably never going to play a bard, and I don't really want to respec everyone into bards just so I can play the music. But for now, for this moment, I give this gift to myself. I don't know if the violin fits Tav, but it's what she has for the moment. Shadowheart is also down here, participating. Scratch is not. Alright. We pick up right where we left off yesterday, which was a near-death experience. Also, you would think that this guy right here would be able to see this chest immediately across the way. The Ring of Self-Immolation. Gale, that sounds like something for you. Set yourself on fire to gain heat. God dang it, this heat mechanism is not it. Had to wears. I also did a little bit of inventory management and cleanup. Cleaned out some of the stuff from the camp chest that I've been meaning to sell for a while. I've kept enough... Oh, I need this Shadowheart to light me.
What's next, I wonder?
Light! Thank you.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Everyone else get down here into the light. Oh, Scratch, you're coming down the ladder so cutely. You guys are not as cute. Buddy. I think I got all the buddies. I'll double check. Ashtrak was the only one I couldn't remember if I picked up. There he is. Okay. He's the only one I dropped during that battle, so we're good to go. Ah! Look at all this water. Look at this beautiful daylight. I realized also, I think that Shambling Mound had a daylight sensitivity, which meant a lot of those attacks were at disadvantage, which means that it would have been even worse without this daylight spell. So thank you very much to Shadowheart for saving us all. Oh. Scratch, you're gonna get yourself got. I also can't remember where He Who Was is. I thought he was in the southern half, but I think I may be mistaken. Gosh, we've got a long way to go to get to that inn. Charming little egg. Oh, the raven fight, which I have also forgotten. Anything over here? No. That's the entrance to the inn.
I'll give it a shot.
isn't it?
This place is
Warm
protected.
bed and full stomach.
You might find
Look
allies
no
here,
further.
or at least supplies.
Welcome to the Last Light Inn.
I'd like to go ahead and explore northward up to the level of the Underdark entrance, which is quite far north, before I go to Last Light. Somehow, the first time I played this, Last Light was like the very last thing that I did. Gale, do you have... Look at this, I'm gonna remember to use it. Level 4. And then this guy. And then level 3. Yes! I did it! We have spell scrolls left. Let's adjust to sitting in and out of this fight. Bring Shadowheart in. Hello, Svati. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. That's what I want. And realistically, I only need Gale to have a turn for this fight.
No one back home will ever
That's
believe
it.
this.
In fact,
Quite ready for you.
how wasteful do I want to be? I've only got 4. I think it's worth it.
Forthwith.
Ooh, a realization. I wanted them to come... I am surprised, except for Gale, who's not surprised. I wanted them to come closer. Alright, we'll do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just cycle through. Oh, Karlak also can't be surprised because I gave her alert. Hooray! I don't need rage for this.
Easy as.
I prefer one big fireball, but this is also fine. In they come. Don't peck him. That one's going to get to peck. Haha! And now, a treat for me. Hooray! Oh, it's never not satisfying. These ravens have nothing in them. Oop.
Light on my feet.
I can't go too far without getting to the Shadow Curse land, or without getting to Last Light Inn, rather, because I desperately need to sell. Ooh, help! This letter is written on a scrap of paper. Blood and age have made it near illegible in parts. Help! A darkness has rolled into Rythwin, cutting us off on all sides. We've sent people through, but no one can make it more than a few steps before the words are obscured by drops of blood. This letter is our last hope. Send help, anyone from anywhere, I beg of you. I will renounce Our Lady Loss and kiss the Moon Maiden's feet if that's what it takes. Just don't let the darkness take us. Well, I think she took you. Oh, I know. Put that back on. Take these charming little eggs. Oh, hi, Scratch. How strong your legs are to be able to jump onto the roof of this building.
With a flick of the wrist.
Everybody, all of these traditionally weak-legged people, getting right up here. Oh, stop. Alright. Everyone made it off the roof. I don't know what change they made to jumps in the last little bit, but it does seem to have genuinely helped. Oh, here's the Harpers.
Let's have a look.
I forgot you could still have this fight if you came in through the other way. At least I assume we're still gonna have this fight. Shadowheart is in the game, but is heavily encumbered. I think that's okay. Hi! Oh, I can't talk to you, huh? Well. Alright, he made it. Sheesh. Suicidal harpers. I guess you can't have the fight. Why is everyone failing a perception check? Because there's more needle blights up here. There's one in that bush too, I see it. Tav may have failed her perception check, but I made mine.
For careful footwork.
How much further can I go?
I don't need any attention right now.
Uh-oh. Yeah. Can't have disadvantage against target, because it's too dark. Okay.
Wanna dance? Me?
Actually, Shadowheart. Let's just keep it simple. Sphere. Put it right here. Tell me that's too dark now.
My head down.
How's Tav feeling about plants? She was unfamiliar. Oh, is Scratch gonna die? I don't even know where he is. Oh, he's over there.
Blood comes easy these days.
Tav. She grew up in. I think she was born in Neverwinter, and then grew up in Baldur's Gate. So the only. I think her parents maybe had like a little garden in the back of the house, but they weren't plant people. They were socialites. So I think it was one of those. Aware of them as a concept, technically understands that some people do like having hobbies,
Better be cautious.
but that's it's a very nice thing for other people.
Tempest I will raise.
And now she's not happy with them. These plants seem to be very destructive. I just destroyed that signpost. I hope I didn't need to read it. Oh, I almost got that one.
This is gonna feel good.
Tarlac. That's... Oh, path interrupted.
Got it.
Throw it over to that one. Ha! 31 damage to you for standing next to your friends. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Ooh. Didn't see you come from there. Ooh. Ooh. I'm definitely gonna need to go to Last Light soon to heal. Oh, I'm gonna have to long rest after this anyway because I forgot about the Isabel fight. Whoops. Spirit Guardians. I know you're heavily encumbered. Got them both. As much as I've wanted. And actually, let's go ahead and do a little healing word. Which I see that Will has once again missed out on because he is not real. Get in the light, my dear dog. And just stand there. Ha! Saved! Take your vines and your one hit point and get out of here. One, two, three. This may take Shadowheart down. 4. I rolled better.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Okay, this may take Shadowheart down.
Go on.
Oh, well, not with a critical miss. It won't. She's doing alright. One left. The plants are getting revenge. Hello, Lark. I don't think this is going to cause nearly as much trouble as the last fight. But Shadowheart did take a couple of big wallops there.
Anything of use?
If not over,
Everybody's walking into these vines! Come on, come on. Oh, Will. Help him. Pat. I could give Will a healing potion. I could. That would give him more leeway. But I don't want to.
What's in here?
I'm making this choice.
Guns should do it.
I'm very shy on healing potions after that last fight, and until I steal more from the Quartermaster Tally, I refuse to use any more healing potions if I can help it. Oh, it's dark. Very dark.
My face protects me.
There we go. I keep forgetting that it ties the light to the weapon. Oh, a burlap sack of attention, of note, a burlap sack of note. There's a key in here, and an ignoble hat. I have very little memory of this part of the map, which is kind of a shame considering how much time I've spent on it. I also normally, the first couple of times I played this, I came through the Underdark, took the elevator up, and, can I make this jump? That means you get the, I know it's the Shadow Curse, you get dumped into the Harper fight right away. Which is fine, I don't mind that at all. But it also means that once you get to the Drider fight,
Shadow have claimed this place.
at least the way I played it, I was able to keep the Syndicamp, I'm gonna keep that. The Moon Lantern right away. And so I had the Pixie Blessing for all of this. I didn't have to fight it. Child's Diary. Dear Diary, well, it's another horrible day. Dad promised if I didn't like it in Rythun we could leave, but here we are. I told him about 100 times or more that I want to go back to Elturel, but he said he promised his boss to stay until the project was done. Well, who cares about a boss? I want to go. He's ruining my life and he doesn't even care. His boss is a man named Kittrick, and my dad said we're allowed to be in this town as long as we don't let on that we are not a Shar family. I just don't say much at school or with the other kids. I don't know what it really means to be a Shar family or why we're not one. I don't care either. I just want to go back to Elturel. They did not make any children-sized skeletons in this game, and I'm okay with that. Oh, a little bit of light. We left it behind us. Oh. Can't even stand over there.
Night and Shadow have claimed this place. Turn back.
I know. Get along, little doggies. Interesting. It looks like... I was getting hints of this in the fight last night, but it looks like a lot of the Shadow Curse seems to be tied to the active character. Like, if the active character is not in the Shadow Cursed area, then,
Where lies your
Will!
guilt?
Hey, Turtle. Come on, I thought they fixed this in the last patch. Oh, okay, it is Taff. Thank goodness. Not many people out here in the darkness.
I am not people. Though many would question how wise it is to approach a stranger in the dark.
Well,
Be on your way. A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us.
he also needs to sponge off.
The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
She's thinking about the tieflings and wondering why they're dead. Why does the raven want to know?
He thinks you strong enough for the task at hand. This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence. Promised their secrets were safe with her.
Okay.
Yet
Seems
she
reasonable.
turned their words into
A
knives
traitor.
and stabbed them in the back.
That's one thing Tav
They
learned from her
died
gang,
because of her.
from her crew.
And to this
is that
day,
once you're in the
her
crew, you're
victims
in.
lie unavenged.
You don't turn on your friends. She's dead. How much more can she pay?
Death is not the end, merely another beginning. I seek a record of this one's crimes,
She admitted it?
written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
That's some powerful magic.
Not for one such as I.
Oh.
Your soul
Snitches
sparks
get
with justice,
stickers.
with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice.
She ain't no stool
To
pigeon.
avenge her victims. Will you take it?
The words you're saying are so appealing, he who was, but the way you're saying them does make me question your motives. So long as I get paid.
The death of heroism is close, I say. Go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger and bring it to me.
Can do. Now, he's got kind of an interesting letter in his pocket that I wouldn't mind seeing, except for the fact that this raven is looking at me. Raven, why don't you look over here? Can I not? Well, I think that should work. Oh, he's wandering. He's a wanderer. Okay.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Spotted by Raven, who is not looking this way. You're a liar. I don't want to stop that. I want to see what's in your pockets. Without killing you, preferably. This raven. I don't think this raven is looking at all where the game is telling me this raven is looking. Let's try here.
That's a friendly-looking shadow.
Right. Man, so sometimes it does this. I say as someone who spends a lot of time pickpocketing people. Sometimes the game does not register where these creatures are actually looking. I would like to see in your
I
pocket.
just want a little look.
This one. I don't think I want anything else.
Nice.
Okay, bye.
Should
I'm
mind
taking
my
your note. Oop.
Time to press ahead.
We need to scoot away before we investigate the note. This abandoned campsite? A grave. There's nothing in this grave.
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's doing.
Ellie May, my light, my hope, my joy.
Where do they lead?
What? I don't know this. I've never seen this before.
Something's
What?
buried in the dirt. Is that a femur?
Hang on. Note first. And then I'm going to boggle at more new stuff. He who was, what ails thy mind? The queen was clear, a full retreat to the Shadowfell with all due haste. You beheld the fate of Lover's Whisper. After a 10-day in the darkness, she knew not her name. These lands are rich in tragedy and memory, but our minds are vulnerable to the malignant curse. Lover's Whisper strangled her own raven this morn. Her raven! The queen was incensed at the loss of her child and struck Lover's Whisper down, as was her right. Return at once, or I will be forced to report your desertion of thine will. Raven Queen. Very cool. Family ring. Death saving throw +2. And a bone. I will leave the bone, but I will take the ring. Wow. Death saving throw +2. I don't know if I want to put that on anyone. Astarion might need it. Will went down a lot in the last fight. Will, what are you wearing? Oh, I do a little faster than a tree, so... Will, I think I'll give this to you as soon as I can give what you're wearing to Halsin. Hold on to this. Cool. Neat. Very exciting.
Maybe I need more pockets. Don't give me trouble now.
Family ring. I found Ellie Mae before, the grave, and I think I've even seen the beast tracks, but somehow it never occurred to me to follow them off the cliff. That Shadow Mastiff fight last time was really fun. I'm continuing to boggle that on my 5th playthrough, all of which I have intended to be completionist playthroughs, I'm still discovering new material. It's a very big game.
This place is heavy.
Yes, you're very right.
Consumed by that blasted curse. Greedy.
You've got better blood than boar blood.
Open up.
Oh, I'm encumbered. Oh, right through that barrel. Camp supplies I can send back. Ooh, I don't think 2 charming little eggs are going to be the difference. Oh, they were. It also is belatedly occurring to me that I wonder if those charming little eggs also themselves are tiny puzzles. I don't know if I've ever tried to break them. Do they turn into anything, or can I just throw them? A handwritten journal, abandoned for some 50 years. It details a druid's attempt to learn more about the Shadow Curse. The entries grow shorter and more sporadic as time passes. Made good progress through the mountains. Seeing the curse for the first time filled me with an awe and fear that was difficult to describe. No writing could have prepared me, nor any artist's rendition. As grave as the Archdruid Halsin's warnings were, they were still lacking compared to the reality. I shall make camp soon and press on in the morning, though in truth such terms have little meaning in this place. A dreadful night. The campfire needed thrice the wood it would normally be needed in order to keep it burning. Terrible sounds came to my ears from beyond the firelight. Rest has not restored me. If anything, I feel weaker. But I must persevere. I must trust in Sylvanas. I must venture deeper. Creatures from the darkness, foul things, one grazed me, only my torch saved me. Deep darkness, flames are instantly doused. The wound stings, flesh is turning black with corruption, the shadows are growing stronger, they are spreading. I need to return to light. The wood will not burn, I can barely see the page, I am surrounded.
Something to do with the Shadow Curse?
I truly hope this blight isn't spreading.
Oh. Gale, if you read it, can you make that check?
Nature of the Shadow Curse. Most fortuitous find.
Another step forward.
What's actively enter?
Something over there.
Thank you, Astarion. I appreciate that you discovered it and then immediately walked away, so as not to get your boots dirty. I don't want a rotten tomato.
Inside.
Uh-oh. Shadowheart. What are you doing way over there? Walk with us. Oh, I might have asked her to jump, which she can't do because she's currently so encumbered.
Here we go.
Backside of the Underdark entrance. I do want to enter a different region.
Broken moon lantern catches your eye. Its glow now snuffed out.
Pick up. Adept of the
hiding here?
Absolute, who apparently has nothing to say. Standing where Elminster would, if we had not gone the other way first. I have been given the crucial task to clear the entrance to Grimforge for future expeditions. True Soul Near will follow once the entrance is cleared. As I make my way to the entrance, I can't help but feel excitement. What might we find here that Ketheric created so long ago, now sealed by the curse? Grimforge could hold untold treasures for the Absolute's uses. I will continue to explore and document my findings. The entrance is currently blocked by vines and rubble, quite cursed. Explosives ought to do the job, though I'm not as experienced in such matters as I'd wish to be. I set up the explosives with care, though I admit I'm almost afraid to detonate them. There's no telling what power these cursed vines might hold, what might lie beyond, or whether I've even set things up correctly. Absolute, protect me. Oh, well, I don't think it worked. I really like the bass noises in this game. It sounds nice. I like the sound effects. Pretty much everything has a really lovely sound to it. The one thing that is not my favorite is there's one, I think it's a musical cue that sounds like a dog's whine to me. It sounds really like Hamlet's whine.
We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace
every now
heals
and then
all.
it'll go off and I'm like, why is Hamlet
We
whining?
offer our pain to the Lady of Loss,
It's never him.
that she may truly know her faithful.
I can crack that open.
Oh, Thistlefold. Oh, he's so goopy. He's goopy and wet
We
and
offer ourselves to the
sloppy.
darkness,
Ugh.
that blessed
It's very
Shah may
awful.
give us
You're
her
absolutely
mercy.
correct. I don't want any of these things. Old Architectural Collection. This yellowed book contains a series of architectural plans. One shows an elevator leading from the wilds outside a town called Rythwin to the Underdark. That's where we are right now. Get the key. Last run, I was playing as Astarion. And for the first time in, I don't know, a while, for both Gotha, however you say it, and also for Malice, I was wandering around the building trying to, finish the building before you fight the boss, and Shadowheart triggered on Gotha, and Minthara triggered on Malice, and so I had to fight them both, which was the first time I think I'd ever actually fought either of those bosses. And it was a huge pain, because, Astarion got turned to solid gold, Minthara got turned to solid gold in that fight. It was a lot, and
Whatever it takes.
I'm gonna do my best to not have that problem this
Do
time.
this.
I'll just start with Tab, we'll do the boss first, and then we'll explore. Where's Tab going?
Let's move. Never wanted the easy
Um,
path.
Because I really don't want to have to coax them all out of it again. This is interesting. It says it's standable, but it sure doesn't look like it's standable. That looks pretty chasmous to me. There's no ground down there. I think this map is a lie. I don't think this actually exists. We won't stand on that. Yeah, exactly. Oh. Well, at least she's alright in the dark by herself.
Wish I had a bag of holding.
Another night orchid. They're deadly poisonous. Joking. But the Underdark entrance is very convenient in that it jumps you right at last light. In that you're going to take fights that you've skipped in other runs. I think Karlach would do that. I think she would not let that level of evil persist in the world. Alright, let's get everyone over here. Shadowheart slowly bringing up the rear. Come along. Ooh, taking her sweet time. Safe. I hear Karlach has the most internal monologue of any of the origins. And missing all the Oh, I see what you mean. Yes. Yeah, well... yeah.
Something must be keeping it at bay.
And there's only so many enhance abilities you can run on persuasion checks.
Step forward and keep your hands off your weapons.
Easy.
Oh, hi, Harper
Help us out in the
Branthus.
shadows.
Come.
Wow. I've never had this version
Tahira.
of the entrance. Yeah, get Tahira in here. Eponymous Rose's first character was a fighter who I think had an 8 charisma. She had a -1. And it was very funny to see her being okay with that in the early parts of Act 1. And letting herself fail checks, which resulted in things like her not getting an owlbear. Because she just killed the owlbear. Then by the end of the game, she wanted to make all the checks, and so she was save scumming every roll 30 times. Because she had a -1. And, like, the Orin check to not have her kill your companion. That's like a DC 25 or something, and it took her forever to roll a natural 20. So, this time she's playing a bard. Just this once I wish people would simply say hello.
Hello.
Oh, oh I love you. Oh. I saved your soldiers, and this is the thanks I get.
Kindness is too often a decoy.
Oh, she's not wrong. How do people survive with low charisma? Reloading.
This is why we're here, you see. It is a curious creature that hides all manner of secrets.
Every RPG I've
one
ever
thing
played,
that we
I
know-
always go for dialogue boosts first. Mass Effect, Intimidation and Persuasion,
It's that it knows its own kind.
or Charm, I guess. Intimidate and Charm. And then, can I have that though? Can I have that? Can I eat that? You wanna just pop that cork and just let me slurp that down? Strength, Rage Against the Vines. Oh, I got the thing on though. Dragon Age, whatever they called their persuasion stat. I don't think they called it charisma. I think they called it something else. But the problem is, and it's not a very big problem. It's, you know, in the grand scheme of issues that Baldur's Gate 3 has, like, you know, Will's writing being kind of on the upper end. The fact that sometimes low charisma checks lock you out of content is, I think, a minor problem. Cunning, that's what it was. I wish that failing rolls got you interesting alternatives rather than saying, like, no, you just don't get to have this quest, or you just don't get to save this companion. But also, again, I'm a lousy completionist who wants to see all the content, so I need to make my persuasion checks. I don't think that she would look to Harper's that she saved. I don't think she's able to depend on others that much. Yeah, like Arabella just doesn't happen. We'll do a weak strength. DC 15. Sure, I'll take a guidance. I'll live with this roll, plus or minus. Alright. Fails the roll. That's suitable for Tav. Continue.
It'll hurt less if you hold still.
Jaheira, I'm not making a good first impression.
Mourn for whoever you were before the Absolute infected you.
Yeah, failing forward.
What's you doing?
Thank you, Mole.
She's the one who saved us.
Thieves look out for their
She's the
crews.
one who protected the Emerald Grove.
Yup. Didn't leave a goblin standing. Not so bad to hang around with either.
Thank you, Mole.
Saved 2 of my friends. One from a harpy and one from a mad druid with a snake.
Is Arabella friends
Didn't
with
make
Mole?
a fuss of our thieving either. I'd pretty much trust her with my life.
A true soul with a mind of her own? How is that possible?
Wink. Because of this artifact. Show Jaheira. Karlach sitting there elbowing Tav in the back of the shoulder. Boom, boom. Show her, show her. Oh, no, no, no. I was gonna eat that. Ah.
What in the hell is that thing?
Tell Jaheira everything you know about the artifact.
Congratulations. You've earned yourself the benefit of the doubt.
Her parents think she
Hear
needs
me,
better
Harpers.
influences.
All clear. At
That's
ease.
very cute.
I'll not pretend to understand what that artifact is. But I'm old and wise enough
That makes
to
me
recognize a
happy. I
sliver
kind of like
hope
the
when it
idea
crawls
of,
out of the
you know,
dark.
every once in a while,
Tell me.
Arabella bringing Maul home for dinner.
Why have you come here?
And her parents, you know, trying to be stabilizing influences and Maul stealing cutlery. I'm here on holiday.
You're just in time for happy hour.
Starian approved of that.
There's food in the inn over there. Beds too if you require rest. Aloe oil in the cupboard in case the vines gave you a rash.
Oh, thanks,
Settle
Jaheira.
in. Then come join me for a drink. You may just be the godsend we've been praying for.
I have to rest
You're
before
around
we have
here,
this
right?
fight.
Too dark to tell.
I bet they're close.
Karlach.
Oh my god, soldier.
Oh, she's so
That's
cute.
Jaheira. The Jaheira.
Yeah, it is. She lives in the city, right?
Don't you know the whole story? Years ago, over a century, Jaheira was part of a group that saved Baldur's Gate from Saravok, a Baalsport trying to plunge the city into war. My mum used to tell us stories about them. The legends who protected the city from evil. She said Jaheira was a powerful druid. Adamant. Tough. I've told myself those stories 1,000 times since. I never thought I'd meet Jaheira.
Oh.
She's a hero, and I was always some outer city kid. Can't believe she wants to talk to us about working together. What a day!
Oh, she's got the biggest smile on her face.
Whatever I expected to find lurking in this cursed gloom, it certainly wasn't this. Glimmer of hope amidst the darkness.
That's one way of looking at it. You could also say it's a prime target.
Pretty.
The one
Shadowheart is looking pretty beat up too.
It'll need to.
Oh, pragmatism.
Cleric's
My
magic
name
will
is
hold out the darkness
Shadowheart.
forever.
You're not wrong, though. Lest we keep our sojourn here to a minimum.
Ain't my neck of the woods.
Shadowheart.
I think staring out into the dark so much is doing something to my eyes.
Well,
Jaheira seems sure of you. I hope she's right. This barricade might keep the shadows out, but it won't help against what's already inside.
you're not really wrong, Harper Elifer. So your photoreceptors are triggered by change
Never
in
thought I'd
light,
see the
by
day Jahira shows
difference,
mercy to a
by
true
adjusting
soul.
light levels or colors
Or
or movement,
Whatever it is you are.
action. And so if you stare at something that's completely boring and bald and bland, the photoreceptors basically can get bored and kind of stop firing. And sometimes it's why when you stare at something really, really boring, it will kind of look like you've got like a little shimmer or a shadow or something. Why do I want to bury these tieflings? Quote unquote. There's a gravestone already over there. I think I'm gonna... There's a little graveyard south of Last Light. Why don't I work my way over there? I need to get rid of these bodies. They're so heavy.
Something good here, I hope.
Can I get there from here? I assumed I could, but I actually don't think I can. I need to take that bridge. Well, we can talk to Bex.
Please, I just want to be alone.
I remember you. Bex, right? Where's your man?
Gone. Cultists. It was so dark. I didn't realize until the children started screaming. They rounded us up. Cut us up. Said they were taking whoever could still walk to Moonrise Towers. I managed to get away. But my love... Dennis... Martin Dor, Roshan.
I think that's my heart is broken. How did you manage to get away?
I've always been good at running. Unlike Dennis, I didn't realize one day our lives would depend on it. I just wish I could have said goodbye.
You don't need to say goodbye. He could still be alive. Don't give up on him yet.
Do you really think
Your
so?
boy toys goblin chow.
By the gods, I hope you're right. I wish I hadn't let go of him.
I'll do my best to find him, but I can't promise anything.
It's hard to imagine him making it after everything that happened. But if you find him, it would mean the world to me.
Oh. I really love Bex and Dennis. Them getting to make almond cakes in Baldur's Gate is actually really important to me. Oh, here we go. Oh, Scratchy sniffing? What you sniffing? Go down together. Oh, what's over here? Is it over here? It is! You're so good, Scratch. Oh, you're so good. I'll take that fish. It's not rotten. How can that be? Ooh, those fish aren't rotten either. Give me those fish barrels. Okay, in this little segment, there's a perception check on these rocks up here. And it's one of the few perception checks in the game where if you don't see it, you just don't, like, get it. There's, I think Marcus's death stash or something is up there. So I'm determined to make that check this time. Actually, I'm so determined. I would like guidance. I probably should guide myself because this is a survival check, actually. But
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
What path lies? Victims of the Shadow Curse. At least they were afforded a burial.
okay. I think I will put the tieflings up here. I don't think I can actually bury them, but... Well, actually, where is Astarion? Okay.
How delicious.
I'd love to, thanks.
Harlack. This music is appropriately somber.
I applaud your taste.
Eager for battle.
Ugh, that bounce was very ignominious. Sorry.
I'm ready.
Oh.
No time to waste.
Oh, she can't make it up there. Okay, we'll do this.
What's cooking? Soldier?
Ugh.
Can't afford to stay idle. I must keep going.
All right.
Looking ahead. With haste.
That's too bad. Oh, I didn't actually want to rob that grave. Although I will peek in the rest, you know, while I'm here. Just a little peek. Alright, make this check. Somebody. Actually, Will, why don't you guide Lizelle? I think she's one of the more likely to make it.
Road ahead. Can't slow down.
Oh, okay.
What's that?
Thank you, Astarion. He rolled an 18. No, sorry, he rolled a 16. Turned into a 21.
A flaming fist.
That might be
Someone beat her to a pulp.
What's in here?
Even if you throw a smoke powder bomb at it, you can't do nothing. What's the shield?
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
Shield of Scorching Reprisal. Grants resistance to fire. It's got Shield Bash. Huddle behind your shield to increase your armor class by 1 and reap Scorching Retaliation upon attackers who miss you. It's a bonus action. When an attacker misses you with a melee attack, they take 1d6 fire damage. Sure, that's better than what you have.
All right, what now?
There's nothing in this grave but bones.
Breathe deep and move.
Alright. God, they're gonna get flung. Come on, guys. Don't make me disarm their traps. I feel bad doing it. Just avoid them. Look at that pathing!
I'll get you right in no time.
I'm so sorry. You were doing so good. It's because I drew attention to it. It's like someone watching your driving. Oh, I'm so sorry. Rusting chest. Where?
Odd orcs made it through the shadows.
I'm so sorry, Will. We will say hi. I'm like we're gonna do more than say hi. Heart for the cowardly lion. She's not cowardly or a lion, but... Hey, Damon!
Karlak! I thought you'd be in the city by now.
I do kind of ship Karlak and Damon.
We were
I think they're
ambushed by
very cute.
cultists.
I think
Half of
he
us were
adores her.
captured, the other half ran here.
Off the anvil into the forge. We'll find them. Hopefully.
Before you run off into the belly of the beast, there's something I need to tell you. Well, two things. good news and bad news.
Which do you want to hear first, Karlak?
The good news, obviously.
I only need one more piece of infernal iron to craft an insulating chamber that can make it possible for Karlak to
touch people.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Horns of ebony and hearts of gold.
It's really happening. It's been so long. We've got the iron. Let's do this thing.
Hang on. I think you'll want to hear the bad news too.
Yeah, sure.
First, he doesn't believe
fix
that.
Me. Please.
I think the only non-tab relationship I know exists in the game is if you don't romance either Astarion or Lae'zel, I think they hook up the first night of the party. And I don't think continue a relationship. Go on, give him the iron. Let's make this happen.
Well, all right. This shouldn't take long.
Clink. 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 And that metal heats up quickly. Doesn't need to be tempered. Doesn't need to be
Same as last time.
Cold
You'll
washed.
need to install it yourself. This should do the trick.
There. So did it work?
Only one way to find out.
Damon doesn't get to give her a hug, though. I do. Yay!
Thank you.
Tap's so short.
I can't believe it. Thank you, Danon. Thank you so much.
It's the least I could do. Before you go, there's something I need to tell you.
Oh, she doesn't want to hear this.
That engine of yours, it's contained for the moment, but it's just too hot to exist here in the material plane indefinitely. I know you know that, but the thing is, there's a cure. I wasn't making any headway with the mechanics, none at all. The environment here is just too cold to sustain metals like the ones inside you. You have to return to Avernus.
Oh, that's not a cure.
For good.
That's
Or
an
this
emotional
thing is
death
going to
sentence.
burn you up from the inside out. And sooner than you think.
The minute I set foot back in Avernus, Zarya will force me back into service.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing her bidding again. I'd rather die.
I get that, but don't rule it out. The world just might be better with you in it.
Oh.
Even in Avernus. I won't stop trying to figure out a cure, but at this point, I think we all have to face the inevitable.
We'll have to make the inevitable evitable then.
You read my mind. Thanks, Danon. Really. You've given me more than I could ever repay.
It's been my pleasure. Good luck, both of you. Look after yourself, all right?
The Hellion's heart.
This is the best day. The best day.
I'm so happy for you, Karlak.
I'm so happy for me too. Now I just need to find someone to cuddle up to tonight, and I'll be the happiest woman on the Sword Coast.
Anyone in mind?
I'm not sure. Depends who's got me in mind. Withers was giving me the old eye the other night. Then again, maybe it was just an old eye.
What about what Damon said about your engine? We need to get back to Avernus or it's gonna blow.
Listen, I'm never going back. If you said I could die right now or live 1,000 years in the Hells, I'd choose to go out now with my freedom intact. I don't don't expect anyone to understand that. But I've been dealt a hand.
What's a
most
Starian's
people
line?
don't
Even
have to
jerky was meat
contemplate
once.
playing.
It wouldn't be forever. You could return just long enough for us to find some solution.
You heard Damon. There is no solution. It's hell or bust. I choose bust.
Oh.
But I don't want to talk about this now.
I know.
I've been given a huge gift. I can touch the people I love for the first time in a decade. And for the first time in a decade, there are people I care about all around me. Let me enjoy that. Please.
All right, Karlach. All right. I'll leave it alone for now.
Thanks, soldier. I just want to celebrate this. At least for a little.
How beautiful it must be to know you can hold a hand.
Will does not look
caress
good.
a cheek after going so long without. We'll get Karlach fixed up, right? There's always a way. There has to be.
Yes, there is a way. We don't discover it until the epilogue, but it does exist.
So, the untouchable Karlach is untouchable no more. I'd shake her hand, but she can still snap me in two, so probably safest to skip it.
Oh, yeah.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask. I'll see you tonight.
If death is soon to take Karlach, she should make every moment as rich as the last.
I think she completely
Fight
agrees.
viciously, roar loudly, step boldly. She must make herself known.
I love Lae'zel's cadence. It's a unique rhythm.
Know well the pain of seeing your life's hourglass running
Her
empty.
diction, the words she chooses.
Grasping at any means of slowing the grains as they slip.
I really love her
inexorably
speech
through your
patterns.
Karlach's fate may be ordained, but her actions are not. She will make each breath count. We can be sure of that.
Poor Karlach. She can finally seek out the touch of another, only to be told she might not have much time left.
Soldier?
You got your second upgrade. How does it feel?
Like I got something back.
Yes, exactly. Like she's reciting
Something I've
poetry.
wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person. My heart was racing.
Oh.
But I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Damon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate.
Oh, I love her. What'll you do with your newfound freedom?
Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse.
Not to get too away from this fantasy world, but that was how I felt during COVID. I live alone, and my parents were high risk, so they didn't visit for a long time, and even like casual touches and casual affection seems so taboo. Like even at work, I'm an optometrist, so I'm required to do a little bit of facial contact, just like to manipulate eyelids and holding lenses in front of people's faces. And so like the most physical contact I had for several months was like the tips of my fingers against someone's forehead or cheek, or like the side of my thumb against an eyelid. And by the end of like just a couple months, I was like, I need a hug. I need a hug. I need like to put my arms around someone and just like touch people. So I empathize, Karlach. I empathize. I'm very glad you got what you wanted.
Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
What about what Damon said about how your engine won't survive in the material plane?
Ugh, I don't want to think about that now.
I'm sorry, you've told me
Misery
twice.
always overstays
But
its
I'm afraid if I
welcome,
don't ask
and
it, I
joy
don't get to
leaves
ask
too
later.
soon. I'll cry later, but not now.
Okay. Do I have animals speaking up? I do.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
No. Still incapable.
How rude. I remember you from the Druids Grove. Are you ready to reveal your secrets yet?
Not for you to know.
Ah, come on. Now you've piqued my curiosity.
Well. Come close. Your mind to mine.
No, don't care for that.
Are you satisfied?
Oh, those are the least bovine thoughts I've ever seen. What are you really?
Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out.
Well, you're kind of a freak, Strange Ox, but I did ask for that, so your secret is safe with me.
Good little.
Ooh. Thank you, Astarian and Shadowheart. Damon?
Glad you and Karlak are all right. Well, as all right as any of us.
Oh, they've revised this.
A makeshift Harper's Fire.
That's good.
Might not be where I hope to set up shop. But maybe I've got something you can use anyway. And
Per
if
the
you find any
envisions, exactly.
interesting materials in need of working, I'm happy to help.
Interesting materials, what do you mean?
I hesitated to mention this back in the Druids Grove, for obvious reasons. But no one has earned my trust, if not you. When Elturel was dragged into Avernus, I was drafted into a devil's smithy. It should have been awful. But infernal metal is like a wild horse. Powerful, exuberant. It'll kill you if you lack technique. I can sense some. Smell it almost. Somewhere in the area.
It's in my pockets.
Underground,
I've got two
maybe.
pieces in my pockets.
Out there in the shadows. If you find it, bring it to me. I'll make something incredible.
I think I found a material you could work with. What can you make of it?
Absolutely. Rare to get your hands on this stuff. Well done
Plucking
keeping
it out of
to hand.
Karlak's pockets. Excuse me, Karlak, I need this. Ting, ting, ting.
There you are. And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention. Need anything?
I can see them both being very obvious about it because it's like, oh, I'm not burning up. I think I found a material you could work with. I found this metal in a place called Grimforge. What do you make of it? How many pieces do I have left? I think I've only had 3.
It's perfect. Really. Just a moment. I'll be able to work this one quickly.
I saved this infernal metal the whole game, my first run, assuming that there was going to be more to Karlak's story. And when I found out, it's like, all you're supposed to do is give it to Damon to make cool stuff. I was like, oh.
There you are.
Thank you.
And be careful who you show that to. It might draw the wrong kind of attention.
Do I have any more? Where'd he go?
Need anything?
I apparently do. I think I found a material you could work with. What can you make of it? I don't even know what I'm handing him at this point.
Well, well, well. I knew I smelled something. And I know just what to do with it. One moment.
How's your smith and arm? Holding up? Held his gloves.
Need anything?
Let's see what you have. Now, again, Fork, personally, was charged with never stealing from Damon on any run. It is something alas, that I have decided to adhere to. I had a persuasion roll, DC 16 succeeded against me. So I cannot steal from Damon. But I can buy from him. Let's see what he's got. A lot of stuff that I sold him in Act 1. I wonder if this favored weapon stacks with... Well, I hardly ever attack with Bull's weapon anyway. Strength +2. Intelligence -1, wisdom -1. I'm tempted to let Karlak hold on to this and get rid of that Tears... whatchamacallit? Sword of Justice. Yeah, I see you. Hello. Sword of Life Stealing. That'll be for Astarion. Oh! God! Sheesh. Thermodynamo axe. Ah, more heat stuff. Nah. Scimitar. Nobody's proficient with scimitars. Breastplate, chainmail, chain shirt, half plate, hide armor. I think his armor is just regular plus stuff. Okay. Oh. I think I sold this to him, but it's a +2 short bow with haste. I'm inclined to pick this back up. Revolting. Revolting. 7,000 gold. Appalling. Actually, 557. If I just give this to him, I'm gonna lose 550 gold. And the original price was a little over 7k. But now he's very happy with me. Attitude 38. What will you charge me for this now? Darkfire shortbow. What was the other thing? Wasn't there another weapon? This thing. It about balances out, I think.
I'll be here if you need anything.
All right. Oh, no, this goes in main hand. And then that's Tav's main hand. Let's see. This can go to wares. I'm gonna give this to Tav. And then... it's a +1 and advantage against monstrosities. +1 possibly into frightened.
Don't touch me.
Damage is the same. They're both +1s. I think him getting advantage is more important. For now. Until I get something better. Okay. Shadowheart, let's see. Nah. Ooh, but this will work for Lae'zel. What's she at right now? AC 16. AC 18. Love to see it. Can't land critical hits. Resistance to fire versus +3 to saving throws against spells. I'm inclined to give you saving throws. Grimskull. It was a lovely short-term arrangement. Advantage on melee. This has not come into play as much as I was hoping it would. I'm gonna go full Helldusk for her. For now. This can go to camp. And Karlach, I'm going to give this to you. And I'm going to take... Well, you've got the strength. You can hold on to those. I was put things for you to throw. in this little bag. I gave everybody bags just to help keep the inventory a little cleaner. I need to decide what to do about these boots. Am I going to keep these or not? I got 2 boots here, medium armor. Karlach can't wear them because they are armor. They'll mess up her rage. With Crusher's Ring, I don't think I need the momentum. The only thing this is going to help for is being knocked prone. And she hasn't been knocked prone yet. I'm going to sell these. I've carried them around enough. I have not yet come across a situation where they would be helpful. I'm going to sell them. These I do think I'm going to put on Will when I finally get him into medium armor. Okay.
What to do?
And Damon should give me a nice price for these wares as well. Damon!
Need anything?
Let's see what you have.
I'll be here if you need anything
Add
else.
wares. Balance. Whoa! What just happened?
Need anything?
Add wares. Balance. Barter. Okay. That was odd. I think we're alright.
I'll be here.
Now, that internal rule
We've shared but one victory, friend.
only applies to Damon. Which means that Tally, who is even kind enough to give me something for free, is about to find her inventory very empty.
Stock up while you can. I only hope I've brought enough to see us through.
Anything I can take off your hands at no cost to myself? Cheeky.
Cheeky. But, since you're asking...
I believe it's a supply pack. Thank you. Actually, before I get in there. Alright, let's switch to the Robin Rings.
How's the barricade coming along?
Oh, is that... Okay, Smuggler's Ring. Gloves of Thievery.
Cleric's magic won't hold up.
Guidance.
All's well that ends.
God, Will
not as bad as it
wants
could
everyone in the world to know when he casts Guidance.
Softer than a whisper.
Okay. Let's see what's in her pockets. A lot of things. Amulet of the Harpers. Shield on demand is glorious.
Well, that's interesting.
+1, +1, +1. telekinesis. I need to roll well. Cloak of protection I must have.
Interesting selection.
The bark skin I would like. I really just want everything in this last row. I'm also realizing I really need to go to the restrooms. I'll be right back, and then we're gonna resolve this. Okay, I'm back. Went ahead and fed the dog for 10 minutes earlier than usual, but I think he'll be totally okay with that. Sure. Now, what am I rolling here? 60. I'm adding 6 plus 5 plus 2. 6 and 7 is 13. So I'm adding between 14 to 17 to everything I roll. Starian.
Little bit of this, little bit of that.
When making your first attack of the round, you can reduce this weapon's enchantment by 1 to increase your armor class and saving throw by 1. I mean, that sounds pretty good. I've never used this weapon before, but that might be good for Lae'zel. Sure. I'm still exceeding these pretty well. This will be for Astarion. Ooh.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Try to talk your way out of it. Why bother yourself over a missing item or two? You're a busy individual. This is beneath you. Nailed it.
They believe you. For now. But something tells you they won't be so receptive to your charms again.
I just have to roll better. We'll cycle through.
There is work to do.
I have been warned. I feel so warned. I will never do it again. Will, I would like pass without a trace. Shadowheart.
Whips and blades always
I
show.
would like guidance.
You need to pick me up.
Astarion, I would like an arrow of darkness. Not Rolling Thunder. Darkness.
Still
And
breathing,
now.
despite everything.
Again.
Don't mind if I do.
Darkness is hostile if it lands on, like, on their circle. If they're counting it as like a dangerous surface, as if you had put fire beneath them. If you put it next to them, with fog, like with fog cloud or darkness or whatever, then they don't care. Ugh, all these have high DCs. Failed again!
Arrested for theft.
How?
If you have a defense, make it now.
Not go to prison. But I would like to know how I failed that. God, pass without trace is so finicky. Why does it apply sometimes and not other times? Hmm? I need to roll 13. Well. Easiest way to do this. I'd like to have the star and try to steal it, but he's got so few of her bonuses, I don't think he can do it. We can try.
Hey, good looking.
Defender of the people.
Hi, babe. Ah, my lockpicking. Oh, and my precious hotbar. How irksome. Is there a guard down here?
Let's have a look.
Take off. Oh, poor Scratch. He's got to end his turn in jail.
Tread carefully.
Astarion, you can give it one shot. It says he's got Pass Without a Trace. Plus 10 bonus to stealth checks. Sometimes it has applied for me, and sometimes it hasn't. He's got to roll a natural 20. Maybe I go for something a little lower for him. Ugh. Ugh. I don't know. Take the die. You can have the die. Well, that's what I thought. Is that, you know, it's a separate thing, except that I do have screen-capped evidence that sometimes it does apply to these sleight of hand rolls. And I don't know why it does sometimes and why it doesn't. Like, out of curiosity. It's not applying to any of these. I also haven't really tried this since, you know, patch 6 dropped. So it could be that it was a bug when it did it before. But inconsistency is more difficult than harsh consistency. Sure. Yeah, plus 2. Take that for Shadow Heart. Oh, Elixir of Viciousness. I love the Elixir of Viciousness. Could have used some of these fireballs against that, shambling mound. He's rolling pretty well. I'm kind of pushing it a little bit. He's gonna get sent to jail any second here. Oof. Let's try that. Alright, there he goes.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
Astarion, talk your way out of it. Why bother yourself over a missing item or two? Continue.
You're free to go. This time.
Thank you.
But next time, you won't be so lucky.
Okay. She's like, I just gave you free stuff. Why are you stealing from me?
Wonder what's
Need to let these
this.
turns run down. Anything in this evidence chest? Perhaps the things I tried to steal that I could just take? A smoke powder bomb. I'll take that.
Might be useful.
A is for others and other gods 9. So Luna guides us through the night. She is the moon. I've read this already.
No traps, please. I wonder if the gods are watching me.
Oh.
Seems simple enough.
Oh, there's a cracked wall you can get through. Oh. Good to know. I'll take the sweet potato. I could go for a sweet potato. 6 rounds to go. I'm not gonna bother redoing my hotbar yet because I have this sense I'm gonna end up back here in a second. Good lord. It has to be hard to put magical people in jail. I'm not actually gonna go through this yet. Those doors are a bigger area than I'm willing to investigate yet. Anyway, hi Tally. How you doing? Still pretty good? I see Path Without a Trace is still up. I would like more guidance. And then I would like another Arrow of Darkness. Actually, we're gonna rest. Oh, I don't have any more spell slots.
Aye. Our asses.
Time to rest.
Ah, that's alright. Bah! So 14 of these things.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Can't risk being in open view. Let's get in and out.
Okay, I want... Boy, she's pretty picked over. Oh, man. I could pay for this and just steal the gold back. I could. Fine. I'd rather steal it.
Using a 5-finger discount.
Come on. Yes. Come on. Bad.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
No, I'll go back to prison. Anyway, here we are again. And I used his action to fire the arrow. Oh, they put me in the other cell. Oh, well. I can touch the evidence chest from here. How the heck am I gonna get out? I already took the thieves' tools. And I looted the wine racks. How am I gonna get out of here? Problem for next turn. Scratch. None of these walls are cracked, huh? Into the darkness. Into her pockets. Boy.
Like candy from a quick profit.
He's rolling better than 12. That's pretty good. Let's try for the gold. Oh god, he's gotta roll high. I don't need any of these things though.
Almost too easy.
AC of 16. Let's just try for it. Okay.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now.
I'm defenseless. Go to prison. Hey! Also, now all of our stuff is in this evidence chest and neither of us has any thieves' tools.
I've got a long road
Could have thought
ahead.
that through. Didn't. I'd already used this. Sorry. Let's cycle through. He might have a Misty Step left. Now I gotta sort their stuff. What if we held hands in the last light prison? What if we just, you know,
Careful.
winked at each other here in the dark?
Back home will ever believe this.
I don't know why Tally's getting so mad just because I'm taking all her stuff. She could just give it to me. She already showed she's willing to give stuff away for free. Ah! Get us out of here. That's so many things. This is yours, this is yours. This is yours. This is yours. Oh, I forgot his bow. Please get her out. Now this is love. So this is love.
What to do? Open up.
Heavily encumbered. No kidding. That's Astarians. Cloak for Tav. AC 21 for Tav. Incredible. I'll sort through the rest once I'm done. Once I'm done robbing her. Okay. Eight rounds before we can go back upstairs. That's alright. Oh, I was gonna go hit my little button, but I can't. Six rounds. I've tried using the haste on Tav before because it is very nice to give her multiple actions, but she's in the thick of it so often. She doesn't have good con, that she rarely saves her context, and then she just ends up lethargic in the middle of battle. Which is rarely ideal. Okay.
Moving ahead.
Whoop. Hey Tally, long time no see.
Aye.
How you doing?
Our asses.
Not fooling anyone, huh? Well, am I gonna be fooling anyone when I do this?
You have my attention.
Arrow of Darkness. And then a little guidance one more time. I appreciate that Tally does not ever take the stuff you stole back from her.
Business. I'll be fine.
Okay. I am going to take, well, what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna shoot for these four things. Actually, I'm not even interested in that. Just these three things. And if I don't get it on these, then I'll just rob her gold. I'll buy them, and then I'll take her gold. I stole it fair and square.
I can take
Succeeded. Succeeded. Failed. Alright.
Arrested for theft.
Back to jail.
If you have a
Here. I'll remember to do this time. Split. One. There you go. Ugh.
Come on, open up. Anything of use?
It's gonna take me 16 rounds just to get back to the door. Alright, that should be the last time I get thrown in jail, so let me actually put some of this stuff back on. Oh, that's Astarian's. I hope that's the last time I get stolen. I get put in jail, but maybe I better wait. Just in case. Reducing the gold stacks works pretty well. Any other poisons in here? I was going to give this to Lae'zel. Oh, well. Yeah. Gale. Protect the Sparks Wall. Oh, I think that's still better than this robe. Astarion doesn't have it yet, but you can hold on to it for when you do. Shield on demand is so good, though. Protection from missiles. Got a lot of stuff for death saves. Who do I want to give shield? I'm tempted to give it to Astarion. It's a +5 to AC. Do this. These all can go to camp. Add your ability modifier to damage. Who wants their armor class to go up by 1?
Everyone wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Burning through our oil, but it should just about do.
Just about?
Just about. We shouldn't hang around too long, though.
AC buffs are so good, though. I think I'm gonna put these on tab. I'm gonna ditch the fleet thinkers. Selling a lot of this stuff right back to her. I wonder if she'll care.
No time to dally.
Resistance to fire or more aid. Let's do that. Real.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
Now, I've been using this a lot with his magic missile. But having a free level 3 fireball. Pretty great. We're gonna go with that. That's for Halson. Will.
Blade at the ready.
Boy, I've had you in some lousy armor for a long time. Really sorry about that. I don't like that look on you, but it's still better than what you had. Couple skulls to learn.
Tell.
Should be well done with being in jail now.
Burning through our oil.
Burning through our stock.
Just
Hi,
about
baby.
do.
Did you eat your dinner?
Just about.
Yeah, you're licking your lips. I think you did.
Still breathing, despite everything.
If you're all right by Jahira, you're all right by me.
That's so generous of you. Let's see your wares. Ooh, skirting that border. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. Rats. I seem to think that you would have more in stock. Maybe I shouldn't rub it in. Make sure there's nothing else that I want here. I'd like the mighty cloth. Okay. It's funny that apparently I internally draw the line here with like how I will manipulate a merchant's inventory to get what I want. But trying to do the backpack trick, oh, that's beyond the pale. This far and no further.
Take care now.
I will take care. Shadowheart, one more for the road.
To waste.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Boy, everybody can see everything, huh? Lizelle, you want to participate in this, purloinery? Where are my darkness arrows? There they are. She looks like she's about to stomp on me.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
As much gold as we can get.
Surely no one will notice. Nice. All mine.
I think this should be effortless unless I roll double ones, which I have done before, whilst thieving. I probably should have saved this shield for Minthara. Okay.
That's interesting.
Now.
Don't waste a step.
Now we leave.
I have something to ask.
Everybody, we all leave.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
God's blood, this is heavy.
Okay, for the last time. One final inventory sort here. These I will send to camp with that. AC of 22 is so nice. Oh, it's so nice. I shall keep those here. Oops, I should have kept that on too. That's okay. Drow poison. Pyong? Let's see. Weapon. Ring. Oh, they're the same. Wait. Gloves of Thievery. Bottom row. Hunter's gloves. Top row. That was hard for me to understand for some inexplicable reason. Potions. Potions. Animal speaking. Where are you? What else do I normally put on here? Revivify, maybe? Warding Bond ring will go here as well. That's probably good enough. Great. Man, it's getting to the point that I'm really gonna have to ditch this gold and let Karlach hold on to it. Because I'm too weak.
Keep your distance, darling.
Starting set. Karlach is set.
My faith protects me.
Okay, we need to dye Gale's new armor. And Tav's new cloak and gloves.
No time.
I think it's time to rest. No jail time, chumps. I do want to end the day. That was exhausting.
A private word would be nice. Hey, soldier. One day I'll catch a break.
It's our first time in this campsite. I think it is.
Greetings.
Greetings. Just checking. Oh, the soap. It's such a critical part of my day. Wither's reading a book. I'll just die. Round and speckled, there's something appreciably cheerful about an egg. Even the word itself, egg. How frolicsome. Extraordinary. I see that Astarion wants to talk. One more for the gloves. Ooh, I actually quite like that. Ooh, ooh. Why have I never put these on you before, Tav? And then Starion got new gloves. Muddy red for now. And Gale got a new something. What did you get, Gale? You also got new gloves. No, you didn't. Lae'zel got new armor. That's what it was. Oops. Every time I dye anything of her swamp green, I just see Betty in my eyes going, oh, swamp green. How groundbreaking. I think swamp green looks good on her. More swamp green. And Will, I put in... I actually put him in black and summer green, but I don't seem to have any more black and summer green. So how about black and jade green? What do you think of that, Will? Oh, I don't care for it. I'll dig up some more black and summer green somewhere. It's alright for now. We can do better. Alright, this should be the feeling a connection conversation. This time, feeling a connection.
You know, I feel a connection between us. Like we're two souls walking the same path.
Mm-hmm.
You might be a little naive in the ways of the world, but I see promise in you. Ambition.
Oh, I'm very ambitious. To have a full billy at the end of every day. To not be scrounging and scrimping for every coin. Remarkable ambitions. I'm listening.
I just worry that we're not considering all our options when it comes to our uninvited guests. How many people are infected with them, do you think? Hundreds? Thousands?
I don't know. Probably a lot.
And they're not just goblin trash. There are powerful people in the Worm's thrall. Whoever's waiting for us at Moonrise Towers controls it all. But if we can take that control from them, imagine the power we'd wield.
Until we transform into mind flayers, you mean?
That's just the thing. If we control the parasites, then we can order them not to change us. All the power, with none of the tentacles. I'm just saying, there's an opportunity here. If we can control the tadpoles, we can keep ourselves safe. And liberate the world from this evil.
And liberate the world from this evil. The idea of controlling the tadpoles, I think, is appealing. She does like having a little touch of power. She's never had that before. She recognizes that he is only free because of the power of the tadpoles, and that has an appeal to him. I'll consider it.
It's not often the universe hands you something like this. We'd be fools to squander it. Of course, this all assumes we live long enough to find this, moonrise. But I'm feeling optimistic.
You said it, buddy.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us.
Everyone's faces are so dirty. It's like we had a really hard, bloody, needle-blighted day.
What's on your mind?
Well met.
Halson gets ambient animations.
You wish to speak?
I think I've asked all these. Don't need to ask them again.
What's inside?
Go to bed.
Be cursed.
Whoop. Dragged haste right off my bar. There it is. Melee, melee, melee. I like to put the feet together. Oh, scratch. What's in your mouth?
dog is unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
What have you got there, Scratch?
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Thank you, my man. Heh. God, you're cute. A salami? You could wield it. Astarion, fix it.
What a day.
Oh, he also needs these back in his bar.
There's life in you yet.
Victory!
One thing I am sad is because Tav has no magical abilities. I always miss out on all of the little romance-specific healing dialogue. I know theoretically it exists, but I've never had it. She doesn't heal.
Never a dull moment.
A little small talk.
No. A little long strider.
Charmed, I'm sure.
This is so much easier now that I've understood you can upcast it. And not lose the ritual nature of it.
At least things have stayed interesting. Action, not
So,
reaction.
Stop.
Looking ahead.
And we're set.
Have to keep going.
For another day. I don't know if I've ever gone to the second floor of the barn. Apparently there's a rustic chest up here somewhere. There it is.
Something good here, I hope. Can't keep me out.
I was thinking the other day about how my house has an attic, and I've never been in it. Rippling force mail? What the heck is this? Gain force conduit. When taking slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage, disadvantage on stealth checks. What's force conduit? Reduced by 1 per turn remaining. If an entity takes damage while it has 5 or more turns remaining, it deals 1 to 4 in a 6-meter radius. Well, that's neat! Wow! I've never seen this armor before. I'm going to sell it. I am encumbered. I'll sell to Damon. He likes me better. I was hoping at this point I'd leveled up enough to start getting superior healing potions. But I guess not. I guess those just popped late.
Need anything?
Just to sell. How much gold do you have? So much of it is my gold.
I'll be here if you need.
Blech.
Just about do. Just about. Just about.
All right.
Hang around too long, though.
Let's head inside. There's food and warmth to spare.
Thank you. Oh, so many people in here to talk to.
Is that Darkmoor the Wicked? I don't believe it.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stuff.
His territory ran from the Wood of Sharp Teeth to Cloakwood. It took half an army to drive him out. How did he end up here?
Tab, I'm so proud of you. Way to make that check. Guest log. Jorah and Claudette Amster, Gisao Dominguez, Grey Eyes the Wizened, Arthena Duchamp, Duchamp, Elo Uhur, Boo and Friend, the mysterious Mr. Plack, DJ Mulligan, Alkai, Elope, and Miles Lotz, Alice Gregor, Jane and Anne Byrne, Grace and Dylan Kof, Art Collog. I don't think this should be stealable, but it absolutely is. Mattis, I love you.
Welcome to our humble... Wait, are you Karlak? A lot of us were in Avernus. We saw you fighting. You were so good.
Well, yeah, I guess I was. I mean, you should avoid fighting for devils if you can. But if you can't, it helps to have a good right hook.
I saw you lay out a Moor demon in 2 hits. Bam! Bam! We were all like, whoa!
Ever heard of the Blade of Frontiers, kid?
Oh, Will.
If you like monster smashing, you might be a fan of his work.
Who's that?
Never heard of him.
A lovely chap. Didn't kick ass in the Blood War, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. But he never got kidnapped by a devil either.
Will, don't be petty.
Huh?
Sorry, kid. Look, forget about us begrudgers and bruisers. From the look of things, you've got your wits about you. A clever mind and a bit of style will take you a long way. Fight with those, and you may find you never need to use your fists at all.
In that case, want to buy a lucky ring I found?
Ha! Nice try, Shorty. Keep it up, though, and you'll be scamming with the greats in no time.
They're so cute. Kid really looks up to you. That's nice to see.
It is, isn't it? Hope he makes it out of this mess with his wits in one piece. I'd like to see him set up in a proper home in the city. Every kid deserves that.
Last light. Check it out. We've gone legitimate, and Mole put me in charge. What do you need?
I'd like your cloak of cunning broom. Yours is the first happy face I've seen in a good while.
I'm alive, ain't I? What's not to like?
You got any stock for an extra special customer like me?
I'm not supposed to mention it to anyone. But I do have something pretty special in stock. A key. What does it look like? What does it open? What treasures await behind its lock? That's for one lucky buyer to find out.
Oh.
Mole gave it to me and said I shouldn't let it go to just any old Jackaday.
Jackaday? Come on, Mike. Stay where I'm putting you, please. Thank you. If it's worth any coin, do you think Maul would have given it to you? She loves these kids, but she's not gonna, you know, hand them anything on a silver platter.
I mean, maybe.
Maul, no— oh, look, give it to me now or I steal it later. The former is less embarrassing. DC 6.
Fine. Shy? Have a gander. What are you looking for?
Let me see what you have. Alright, what you got? Decanter of endless water. This decanter can, in fact, sometimes run out of endless water. However, it will definitely regain its properties the next day, the day after, for sure. No honor among thieves. But she'll buy a couple things from him. How did this kid get 943 gold? Take the Cloak of Cunning Broom. Oh, more armor class shoes! She's not paying him that much. She'll steal the shoes. Yeah, I'll take a potion of invisibility. Okay.
Pleasure doing business with you.
And then
Premium
I'm going to use
and doodahs.
potion of invisibility he just gave me.
Need to be cautious. Free for the day.
How much to take these shoes? 17. guide myself first.
There is
And
work
by
to do.
me guide myself, I mean have Shadowheart guide me.
No time for dally.
Should have worn better boots. Speak of the devil.
Interesting selection. On my way.
Alright, now I need to leave. For just long enough before he realizes he's been robbed. The last time I played through this, Darkness and Fog Cloud were obviously not problems. And for him, for some reason, putting the Fog Cloud under him made him flee out the front door of the inn. And for a while he didn't come back. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You didn't see nothing. Where did the kid go? And I had to wait a bit anyway for him to pop back into existence. Which I think he might have done now. Sorry, Mattis. You'll be back in the world momentarily. Anyway, these boots. Armor class +1 is so nice. Ugh. They must go on. I must have an AC of 23. That's what I think is exactly right, Zavadi. I think it has something to do with their invulnerability. Oh, I didn't mean to send that to camp. I'm actually gonna go grab that.
What's hiding here?
Can't kill children unless they're goblin children. Then you can do whatever you want. Up here. Is he back? Mattis, I can't help but notice you're not back. There he is. Where did you go? Goodness. Thanks for the boots. I appreciate
Don't
it.
be shy. Have a go.
Thought you'd be 10 yards tall the way Zevlor spoke of you.
Oh, where is Zevlor?
Ceres, Scout. Seems we missed one another at the Grove, but the others told me how you helped us.
I think
A pity.
Ceres can only show up at the Grove if
You
Zevlor
pulled
is
them
dead.
from one death trap, only for me to land them in this one.
Sorry. I don't see Zevlor. Don't tell me he's missing as well.
Aye, and more than half the others with him. We were ambushed, out in the cursed lands. Cultists of this absolute. Zevlor froze, begged us to surrender. But they were toying with us, making examples. And we'd had enough of taking it. Those of us who cut free just kept running till we found this place. The others... maybe the cult got them.
Some of them
Maybe
did not
the
make
curse.
it. Have hope. You survived. I'm sure the others did too.
Zevlor had hope. It didn't save him. A little sense will serve us better, I think. But... thanks.
Oh.
It was sweet of you to try.
Alfira?
Oh, you're all right. Thank goodness. I was worried they'd got you too.
I can't imagine not having Alfira in the second half of this game. I heard what happened, that people were taken to Moonrise.
I keep replaying it. Over and over in
Even
my
on my
head.
Dark Herd run,
They lined us
I
up
went to
like
great
dogs.
lengths to keep Alfira alive.
Asherak was with the kids. telling them it was going to be all right.
I think she's so
Maybe
wonderful.
that's why they picked him. Told him to kneel.
Oh.
They took his eyes first.
Don't tell me
Then
this.
his tongue.
Alfira, don't tell me this. I remember which one Hashrak was. I've seen a lot of nasty ambushes in my time, but that sounds among the worst. I'm sorry.
It just never stops. Roland, of all people, saved us. He said he stayed in the grove because of you. And I'm damn glad of it. Without him, well, none of us would be here.
What did the cultists do to the others?
I don't know. It just happened so quickly. How do you do it? How do you keep going?
I take what I'm due and I don't look back.
That sounds quite freeing. But I don't have that option, I'm afraid. You've done so much for us already. But I have to ask. The others might still be out there. If they're not dead, they're in Moonrise. And gods have mercy on anyone in that hell's pit.
I'm sure they're fine. Probably being held for questioning.
Maybe. Sorry, I shouldn't have said anything. You've enough on your plate. Just be careful out there, all right? I can't handle anyone else dying.
A smile better suits. When my friends and I were first starting our multiplayer run, Moose was seriously considering doing a Dark Urge as a blind first run, and eventually he decided against it. But I'm imagining now, like, we would have had no idea what was coming. So much we would have lost out on. It's so sad. Innkeeper's lockbox.
Right tool will do the trick.
May the Moon Maiden protect us. I delayed by meeting with Morfred, only to find the entire masonry had been raided and all its inhabitants taken for questioning. I doubt I'll ever see my brother again. If they get to him, I'll be next. One look at my shrine will tell on me, but I would not deny Our Lady of Silver, even under pain of what Ketheric has promised any who do not convert. Yeah, you need the context. You need to understand why everything that you're doing is so awful. And, like, there's hints, but, like, until you know how good Alfira is, do you feel the pain of losing her?
Arabellan Dry back there. Put it on the bar, then piss off and leave me alone.
Jaheira said we should serve drinks, but that we shouldn't serve drunks.
Jaheira didn't save your ragged little tail from the cultists. I did.
A smile better suits. Yeah. It's a pretty painful inspiration. Alfira told me you're the reason she and the kids escaped.
Cute. Maybe she'll write a ballad about me. She can leave out the part where my brother and sister were dragged away screaming while I was saving the orphans. If you hadn't filled their heads with all that self-righteous heroic crap at the Grove, none of this would have happened.
A dagger to the heart. Then it's my responsibility to bring them back. It's a new feeling for her, personal accountability. But she feels it acutely.
They're my responsibility. You go save the world. Or your own arse. Or whatever it is you do. I'll fix this.
Oh! Not the worst moment of her life, but probably top 3.
He didn't like it then either.
Umi. Oh, thank you for that context. I didn't know it. That's incredibly tragic.
If this is about Roland, go away.
Oh. I'm sorry he was mean.
He acts like he wished we weren't here. Like he wished he hadn't saved us.
But he did save you, that's what matters.
And now we're just trying to save him
Alexa,
from drinking himself stupid.
I get it. You were trying to look after him.
Yeah. He did save us after all. Anyway, it's his loss.
What do you mean, his loss?
I found this book. Old, dusty, full of strange lettering. Pretty sure it's magic. I was gonna give it to Roland so he could learn new spells, you know? Beats drinking till he forgets the ones he knows.
That's a great gift. I'm sure he'll love it.
Maybe. Thanks for talking and stuff.
I've never actually understood what he... Is it a spell book that he's got? That he's gonna give Roland? Ugh, Murkon is so happy to be here.
This place is awesome! There's so much stuff!
Well, make the check.
That might be worth a look.
A book of poetry?
I missed that! Awesome!
Oh, I'd like to read it, but I want him to have it to give it to Roland. Scroll of haste. Alright, that's a little bit of reactivity in Act 2 that I love, Murkon. Getting so pumped when you see that little... the little loose plank. What if I just peek in your pocket? I want to take it.
Just out of view.
Oh.
Last night's best bargains right here.
Alright, I'll drink a potion. Still got quite a few of them. Oh, well. Now he walks over there. That's okay.
Moving in. Breathe quiet. Move with care.
The Way of the Wanderer.
From your pocket to mine.
How to convey that which I know deep within myself to be true. Would that I could bring each of you reading these words into this head of mine, this heart of mine feeling as one. Perhaps then I could speak what words fail to describe. That home isn't home unless you're far from home. That love isn't love unless it unleashes you. That the sky is infinitely big as long as you can always see it. Do I make sense? I think not. But perhaps the peripatetic patter of these words can create some rhythm approximating the joy of feet on road with naught but everything ahead. That is indeed very lovely.
How delicious.
Astarion?
Subtle steps.
I think I'd like you to put it back.
What now?
Keep a blade close. Leave no tracks.
I don't think this kid counts as a merchant, so I think I can put it back. Yeah. There you go.
Maybe I should stay crouched forever. Never wanted the easy path.
That really was lovely.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest.
Seems
Oh,
someone's been
one
skimming our
moment.
supplies. Is anyone keeping an eye on those children from El Dorel? Maybe not, Mom.
Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last night's best bargains right here. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Premium trinkets and doodahs.
I had a sip from a bottle someone didn't finish. It wasn't very nice.
Moore says if you like it, it means you're a grown-up.
Being a grown-up is awful. Ugh.
Last Light's best bargains right here. Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock. Premium trinkets and doodahs. Last Light's best bargains right here.
Okay, we're set up. I'm the only person in the movie night Discord group with a cable subscription still, because I'm the kind of person to have a cable subscription in the year 2024. So I'm hosting, quote unquote, the Oscars. So I had to get that set up and sharing. Gosh, that's for me, not for you. Okay, Jaheira.
Please, be welcome. Have a drink.
I want to drink with Jaheira, the famed Jaheira.
To your very good health.
Rogue insight. Meet her stare head on as you examine her body language.
She is anxious for you to drink the wine first, and it's an anxiety you recognize. Not every knave prefers a blade in the ribs or arrow in the back.
And this I know, right?
Prefer poison.
Sniff the wine to see if it's been tampered with.
You perceive a faint hint of cloth grass, a herb that is said to elicit the truth. Jaheira smiles at you knowingly.
It doesn't spoil the taste, if that's what you're wondering.
I prefer using Venian's breath for interrogations. It doesn't carry a scent.
No, but it does leave the subject paralyzed. Whatever comes after, I would have you standing on your own 2 feet.
Oh, Jaheira, that's so kind. Drink the wine.
Bottoms up.
Yeah, I know.
Well over a century old, and yet it hasn't lost a hint of flavor. Still not quite so sure about you, though. People tend to lose more than just flavor when illithids get their hands on them. I speak from experience. There's an air about you. Something alien. Answer me true and do not lie. The parasite is changing you. Isn't it?
Whoops. I see now why you spiked my wine.
Just answer the question.
Yes, the parasite is giving me powers as I never had before. It's changing me for the better. She did not care for that answer.
Look around you. Good men, good women. Stranded here, 2 feet in the grave. If we're to survive, I have no choice but to trust you. Can I?
What happened to me being the godsend you've been praying for?
That was a public display of hope, despite private reservations. I have every reason to be cautious. I've traced people like you. People with parasites in their brains. All the way here from Baldur's Gate. The cult of the Absolute is spreading through the city. Quietly, quickly, and with unsettling deliberation. We tracked them to this ancient village, only to be faced with a man we killed and buried over a century ago.
Who was/is he?
General Gadrick Thorm. Remember that name. He's the leader of the Absolutists. He was a Sharan once. Took to building an army of dark justiciars beneath this very village. Alongside the local druids, we made it our business to see him deposed, dead and buried. But he's returned. Not only does General Gadrick Thorm live again, it seems he is no longer mortal. He has become, in fact, invincible. We met him on the road here, commanding an army of the Absolute, intent on destroying Baldur's
Yeah, right.
Gate. I put an arrow through his eye myself, only to watch him pluck it out like a splinter. He healed right in front of me and chased us into the shadows. Things looked hopeless, but experience has taught me that no matter how bleak things look, there's always hope. You are that hope.
Oh my goodness. She's never been told she's a hope by anybody, although she does believe in having it. It's the only thing that kept her from committing suicide by fist. You think I can kill him?
Not immediately. Protected by your artifact, you can infiltrate his forces at Moonrise Towers, posing as a true soul. Find out what it is that makes him invincible, so we can strip him of his advantage. Once Gadrick is without his shield, the sword, together we assault his tower and put a final end to this blight.
Wow. You want to make use of my infection. I want to be cured of it.
Any cure starts with understanding the disease.
I don't think she sees
Whatever
a world
magic Gadrick's using to
where
control
she keeps
these
the tadpole
it must
forever.
be at Moonrise.
Even as much as she's enjoying its power.
Until then, we keep drinking wine when we meet.
How do I reach him? The towers are surrounded by shadows.
You're not our only secret weapon. Isabel, a faithful cleric of Seluna, and a light in the darkness. She cast the moon shield around the inn. It's the only reason we're still alive. She's upstairs in her chambers. Tell her I sent you, and she'll see you through the shadows safely.
Excellent.
I didn't drop anything.
An old map of the region, which was corrected by hand as the surroundings were explored. The notes include: the entrance to the city is blocked by a powerful curse, Moonrise, a hub of wickedness, toll house, embankment, point of attack, distillery, supplies, abandoned house, the shadows lengthen.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Speak with animals. His Majesty. This is the cat I wanted most in this game to adopt. Easy, kitty. I mean you no harm.
And yet you harm me by your very presence. This is my territory, and you're in it.
My intentions are pure. I only wanted to admire you up close.
I'll allow it.
Quietly admire the cat.
You've had enough. Now go. Quickly. Yes.
Yes. Quite the specimen you are. How did you come to this place?
I slinked, of course.
You seem like someone who knows what he's about. Heard anything interesting around here?
Good of you to notice. For my part, I have noticed the cleric is a liar. She promised me a bit of milk. Do you see any milk, do you? Nor do I. Disgraceful.
An incredible cat. A flawless cat.
Something's on my mind.
Barkus?
Ah, you found your way. Good.
I did, though with a few hiccups along the way. A delicate understatement.
Nasty place, isn't it? My torch only just held out long enough for me to find my way here.
What's that you're making?
A new type of smoke powder. All the bang and boom of the original, but with an extra surprise.
A very cattish cat.
I call it the Brilliant Retort. You'll need it if you're going to survive this cursed place. You'll need it if you're going to get into Moonrise Towers and help the deep gnomes taken prisoner there. You'll need it if you're going to save Wulbren.
Against my better inclinations. How did deep gnomes get trapped in the towers?
They didn't get trapped. They were kidnapped. Taken against their will by those cultists. If I ever get my hands on one of them... Well... With you on the job, perhaps I won't have to find out.
Yeah, right.
I'll do my part, according to my talents. And you, I hope, will do yours. The Brilliant Retort will aid you. Thus, I will make it.
Ah. I like the name. What's it do?
Let's not ruin the surprise.
Hamlet has just jammed himself under the desk to sit on my foot.
Some of us are counting on you.
I can't see.
Crickets and doodahs.
All right. Raphael. Oh, Rapha boy. Got the Starion in here. Here we go.
Your move, Maul.
Mm-hmm.
You trapped me? I didn't even want to take this one.
Kalimshan rules, dear. The first piece touched is the first piece moved.
That's garbage. No matter where the night goes, I'm gonna lose it.
Then make the sacrifice useful. Guard your Mistra, or come for my Cyric.
It's so broken.
What's going on here?
Look who made it. For once, I saved your butt out there, didn't I?
You did,
We're
Mole.
square
Thank
now,
you.
Chief. Say, do you play lance ball by any chance? It's my first time playing.
The keen gleam in Moll's eyes reveals the lie. She knows the game well, and she wants to win.
I don't know if I've ever made that insight check
Laid a
before.
fine trap for you, Mole. It looks to me like his Cyric could be dethroned.
Rogue. Rig the game with some sleight of hand. Whoop. Don't look at me, Raphael. Ooh, triple approval from Astarion, Gale, and Karlak.
How's that for Kalimshan rules?
Brava. Lovely work. I see I was right to make you the offer I did. You will consider it, won't you?
What have you gotten
What
yourself
a
into,
lovely
Mole?
specimen she is.
What have you
A
gotten
blushing
yourself into?
apple begging to be plucked.
A land of
Freeze
risky
and
metaphors is what you've gotten yourself into.
She cheated, of course, but that's half her charm.
And what's the other half?
My favorite kind. Ambition. But don't you worry about Moll. It goes without saying she still has the unconditional freedom to choose the only option she has left. Now, let's talk about you. I sense there's something you want to ask me.
I do. I have a proposal for you.
A proposal? If you're hoping to taste my blood, little vampling, think again. It burns hotter than wyvern whiskey.
This is serious business. Devil. Well, a long time ago, someone carved infernal runes into my back. They're a fragment of a contract. I'd like to know what the full contract says.
This is a bad idea, Astarion. We should find another way.
Oh, such impatience. It's something very important to your master. But is it a love letter, a warning, or a deed of ownership? I could give you all the gory details. But of course, you'll have to do something for me first. Let me think about it and get back to you.
You'll get back to me. This is important, Devil. When?
Don't worry, I'm motivated to help you. Scars often tell such wonderful stories. I think yours might be truly exquisite. I'll see you soon.
Right? I think there's one line in the Astarion origin where you can offer to read Will's pact for him, like look at Will's pact for him. And that's it. That's the only one. I wish I knew more about Law, because I would really like to emphasize that part of his backstory a little bit more, at least in my own writing.
A blushing apple begging to be plucked.
I don't like this jade green on him.
Raphael's angling for the girl's soul.
You're absolutely right, Will. Maul's an obstinate one. If she's of a mind to team up with Raphael, there's no changing it.
She's stubborn, yes. Bold as a lamb cavorting in a lion's den. But as ambitious as she is, Maul's no fool. One way or another, she'll see there's no winning Raphael's game, and she'll walk away.
For her sake, I hope you're right.
You've seen what happens when a bound soul reaches for freedom. I can't imagine what cruel penance Maul would pay if she were ever to resist that fell bastard.
You're not wrong, Justice, but I do like the idea that he was competent. I do think he was corrupt. You know, lightly corrupt. But I think it would be fun to see. I wish we could have seen like little bits of his old rulings, you know?
I did miss that face, you know.
You can peek.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
Good. We'll leave soon.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
Ketheric Thorm, what do you think of him?
Difficult to say. A fellow servant of the Night Singer would surely be an ally to me under most circumstances. But something doesn't add up. I'll need to see where his allegiances truly lie.
Anyone else?
Hey, soldier.
Greeting.
Whoop, didn't mean to cut you off, sorry.
How can I help?
Have a gander at the finest stock.
All right.
Anything of use?
Harper's Testimonial. Harper's Testimonial, the last stand of Ketheric Thorm, chosen of Shar. The pursuant text describes a battle between Ketheric Thorm's faithful and magical Harper forces. I do not know what magic the Dark Justiciars summoned to our plane, but if it came from the Weave, then let it be cursed for eternity. For 3 days we sieged the towers, for 3 days their dark bolts cleaved our ranks, and on the 3rd day, as his men and women at last began to fall, Ketheric entered battle. Wired dialogue options ragging on Astarion for every mildly irritating piece of legislation, regardless of branch or timeline. Astarion probably single-handedly the man who made dogs illegal. Here you find a rich history of the Chianthar River. Evidently it flowed through half a dozen settlements, more and more springing up over time, and the picture this book evokes is that What? The picture this book evokes is that lasts 100 years. What? Maybe in the last 100 years, one of Bard... What? I can't parse this. One of barge is drifting over the orange water under a burning sky, and the barge is smelling of cast wine, salted pork, excited spices, less exciting spices like rosemary, which is still fragrant and nice, but altogether not terribly exciting, and children running barefoot by the banks, waving to the grinning, sweating sailors from their play among the river reeds. That's fine. I think, and the picture this book evokes is one that lasts 100 years. One of barges drifting over the orange water. Okay, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Ooh, I feel like my brain broke there for a second.
Premium trinkets and doodahs.
Needs stiffly shod boots. Hello, Counselor Floric, and your whole leg. Glad you're still here. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Starlight's best bargains right here.
Sponge or soap?
Don't mind if I do.
Listen.
Tav probably uses a soap bar. Astarion can have the sponge.
Well,
here you go. I've decided you may have your own sponge because now I've got a bag to put it in. That's for you.
Can't give up now.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
What's inside?
Alright, Floric. I've brought Will to see you. What have you to say?
He still won't speak. Just keeps going with the bloody song.
Nothing of use on his person.
His original writ of duty, signed by Eltan himself. Fella must be one of the very first Flaming Fist.
He must know something. Let's not give up on him yet.
They have the same haircut.
Floric.
Will? Gods, please, no. The Blade of Frontiers was supposed to be my secret weapon. I don't suppose you found a way into the towers?
I don't understand that response from her. The Blade of Frontiers is supposed to be my secret weapon. What's with the fellow in the cot?
Isabel cleared this place, and he just appeared. We think he's staying at the inn when the curse fell, which means he's been trapped inside for a century. It beggars belief he's alive at all. Hopefully, he'll come round. Tell us something useful about getting through the shadows. Right now, he seems to have little more to him than a refrain from some song or
Maybe
other.
an asset that she moves. I doubt that man will recover anytime soon.
I doubt it too, but I haven't given up hope. Unfortunately, I won't be here when he comes around. I'm heading to Baldur's Gate to seek reinforcements. The council sent a carrier pigeon with news that the city has been dealing with absolutist attacks.
Do they get to
Steel Watch
Baldur's
is
Gate
holding
from
strong.
here?
I'll
If the
request that
Absolute's
Lord
army is on the
Gortash
other side of
send
that
some
bridge,
them
that
to aid in the
waypoint,
fight against Moonrise.
how do they get
The
around
curse
it?
won't harm them.
Holy shit. That's my old boss. The guy who sold me to Zariel.
Gortash, as in Enver Gortash. Last I knew, he was a minor player in city affairs.
A lot's changed since you left Baldur's Gate, Will. Gortash has gained considerable influence since then.
Lord Gortash, I thought he was no more than a counselor / arms dealer.
Lord Gortash is the man responsible for the creation of the Steel Watch. It's no wonder he earned the title. The Steel Watch are the future of warfare.
Hate it.
Gondian automatons that can be sent into battle without risking any lives. Except those of our enemies. Lord
They
Gortash
cost
had only
nothing
completed
at
work on
all,
the prototypes
especially
before
not in the
Ravengard and I
cerebral
left for
department.
Elturel, but even they were formidable. With the Steel Watch at our backs, we can storm the tower whatever Ketheric throws at us. I'm sure of it.
That also doesn't make
I'll
sense.
do my best, but there's every
We can
chance
storm the
I'll
tower,
filter the
whatever
curse
can-
of all
Oh,
the
I see,
cult
whatever-
before I
okay,
reach the
alright.
city. Don't
You were
count
right,
on
no, it's
me
wrong.
and assume no aid is coming. Work with
I would have phrased it
Jaheira.
differently myself. but
That
you
Harper's
were
mind
wrong
is
to
as
do it that way.
sharp as her blade. Follow her guidance. Farewell. We'll meet again, God's willing.
Art.
Flame Colour. That's your name, isn't it? Art Colour? I'm Fistula.
Nathaniel and me climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. You might know something that could help us bring him back. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
I've heard the name Thaniel from a friend of mine, Halson. Actually, let me have a look at him.
If you know how to get through to him, don't hesitate.
Detect thoughts. Probe his mind.
Thaniel.
Repeat what you heard in his mind. Thaniel.
We are living. We are dead. Two of us safe to the end.
Without a reminder of who he is, of what he held dear, his mind will remain lost to the darkness.
Investigation. Look closer at him. There may be something you missed.
His fingertips sport calluses and toughened skin, as if from manual labor, or playing a stringed instrument, perhaps.
Did you already check for personal effects?
This was in his pocket. He doesn't seem to have any reaction to it now, but he held on to it for 100 years anyway.
Flame Collog, do you know where you are?
If he does, he isn't sane.
Some parchment there. Looks official.
Alright. Assignee, Art Collog, rank Flame. Objective to obtain information about current activities in Moonrise Towers and its environs, headed by Ketheric Thorm of the region's ancestral Thorm family. Orders: take lodging in the Last Light Inn and begin investigation in the local House of Healing. Reports indicate corruption, but no corroboration has yet been obtained. Note: the region's Thorm family are long-standing devotees of Selûne, but rumors indicate a Sharan enclave might be gaining momentum. Investigate and report. Signed, Grand Duke Elton.
Of healing. Wonder what he found.
So Gortash is a lord now.
I'd like to clap eyes on this steel watch of his. You already know the story. I was
Also-
Gortash's bodyguard, loyal as they come, when he made the deal with Zariel. She got a test subject
Floric
for
says something
infernal
about
engine.
how, you know, it's
Never
changed a
found out
lot
what
since
he
you
got.
were there, Will. But
This
theoretically,
is the kind of man who
like,
gets a title.
Tav
Authority.
is a
Makes me
Baldurian
sick.
and has only been away from Baldur's Gate, you know, for like maybe a month at this point. A couple of 10 days. And so the Steel Watch doesn't exist when you're kidnapped, and then does exist when you get back. And there's a lot of them out there. I mean, there's dozens in the streets. So he really does move quickly here. We'll make him answer for what he did to you as soon as we get to the city. This is beyond her scope yet.
The city. Baldur's Gate. Home. I can almost taste it, you know. Not even Gortash can spoil that.
Got quite a few. Here. I did absolutely fail to investigate Moonrise Towers my first playthrough, and had to reload when I realized I had reached a point of no return.
Nice to see a friendly face come out the shadows for once.
The journey back to Baldur's Gate won't be easier, but your task here is harder still. Timora be with you.
Have loves, Timora. Phew. Gosh, there's so much to do in Last Light. I haven't even gone down to the dungeons yet. Not properly, anyway. I'll do this first.
Let's see what this does.
I think I will... Toasted Dirge getting lobotomized, waking up the nautiloid. Yeah, right? Frankly, the timeline for Ketheric Thorm isn't great either. Between when Isabel supposedly has actually died and when he's actually turned to Shar, and then when he turns to Merkel. It doesn't quite pass the smell test. You can't think too hard about it.
He was joking this morning. Jonas, I mean.
Give her time to speak.
He was always joking. He said it was good for morale, but he just liked seeing people laugh. He was a good harper. A good friend.
Sounds like you were close.
We were. Comrades in arms. I thought we could have been something more one day, but too late now.
I'm sure he knew. I'm sure he cared for you as well.
I don't know. And I never will. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone.
It is good to see that even if you don't rescue these Harpers, the three of them still make it out alright.
You made it through the dark. Lucky you. Not everyone does. We lost one today. Jonas. He was a good harper. A good friend.
We lost a good one today. Jonas. He was as green as they come. Poor kid.
Yeah. I'll leave the Autumn Crocus.
An honor to battle at your side. Jaheira is right to trust in you.
When did Ketheric become chosen? Exactly. And I know that the timeline has undergone several revisions, because in the original draft, Halsin is the one who killed Isabel with the glaive sorrow. And then they decided that that doesn't make sense. So now we just don't know how Isabel died. And so we've got Ketheric, his wife Melodia, dying. And then he converts to Shar. And then Isabel dies. Well, Isabel falls in love with Aelin, and Ketheric hates that. So Isabel dies. And then Ketheric I guess completes his conversion to Shar, and then he just sits there and worships Shar in grief for a long time. And then Merkel comes, and Merkel's like, hey, I'll bring back Isabel if you worship me instead, if you become my chosen. And what has happened? I have dug and received nothing. Oh, there it is. Yes, so they're in original early access. When you dig up sorrow, or when you get sorrow as your reward, there's also some. It has text associated with it explaining it, and then also in the library in Nettie's area, Halsin's logs indicate that he's the one who killed Isabel with the glaive sorrow, and so. That's partly why he feels so responsible for the Shadow Curse and is so invested in destroying it. Because he sees his contribution to Isabel's death as helping seal Shar's hold on Ketheric. I don't actually want that bottle. But they ditched that because it doesn't quite make sense because they needed him to be Ketheric to be worshipping Shar already before Isabel died, because otherwise he can't turn to Shar and then Merkel both after Isabel's death. So they reworked it, had him turn to Shar after Melodia dies, and then to Merkel after Isabel dies. And Halsin's murdering of Isabel just quietly faded away. I think I'd better do the Isabel fight before this, because I think I'm going to need the more resources for Isabel.
Last Light's best bargains right here.
I think that's everything else in this area, though. So yeah, then you have, like, the whole Dirge timeline doesn't quite make sense either, because theoretically, 10 years prior to the events of the game, Dark Urge awakes as a ball spawn. Huge spoilers for the Dark Urge timeline, by the way, and teams up with Gortash. And then somewhere in here, there's, like, all the Emperor stuff with Duke Stelmane and... Oh, God, let me see. I can't walk and think at the same time. So the Emperor... Answer breaks the Emperor free. And then the Emperor refuses to give up the Illithidness, kills Answer. Then somehow is taken back under the Absolute's control. The Absolute sends him to find the prism. Gortash, somewhere in here, also finds the prism. But the Emperor manages to pick it up and get inside it. And so he's hanging out inside the prism. Gortash finds the prism and then loses the prism. To a bunch of Gith, and like the Sharan Enclave hears tell of it, and that can't be tolerated, so they start sending Shadowheart after the prism. She gets it from the Gith, who are trying to take it back to Vlaakith. And then somewhere in here, Orin basically lobotomizes the Dark Urge, sends the Dark Urge to Moonrise Towers, where the Dark Urge gets a worm. And then somehow ends up, I guess, what's her name, sends the Dark Urge on, the girl with the big hat who's really excited about it, sends her onto the Nautiloid, but I don't understand how the Nautiloid, like, got to Moonrise Towers and then to Baldur's Gate. It's very convoluted.
Premium trinkets and doodads.
I'll be honest. Didn't think we stood a chance. Not till you came along.
Oh, there's a draft where Balthazar killed
the shadows. Won't forget it, that's for damn sure.
Isabel. I can see that. Dirge pre-warming was a known figure at Moonrise during the pregame period, so Ketheric was in the picture. Yeah, because you recognize Ketheric as Dark Urge, even though you don't know quite the context yet. Even if Isabel's already dead. Let me go over here first. Somewhere I have a Reddit comment saved because it was the clearest explanation of, like, the Gortash / Emperor / Prism thing that I could find. Oh, isn't there something on the roof? That should work. Oh, I thought I remembered something a little up here, but maybe... Aha! Yes! This useless key. A similar Reddit thread on Ball. I can believe that. I never played a Baldur's Gate game prior to this, so this was all new to me. And again, it was one of those where I was like, on the surface, if you don't think too hard about it, it seems to make perfect sense. But then when I was writing, I was trying to figure out the exact timeline of something happening, and I was like, wait. Wait, what? What order did this happen in? When? An editor familiar with 4D. That's funny. Ever since I returned, there's been a filth in me. I feel it in my very lungs. I cannot get it out. It will never out. It's death that reeks within me. There are some things even the Moon Maiden cannot heal. There are some things she would never accept in her devoted. I should never have come back.
Don't be shy. Have a gander at the finest stock.
Like, yeah, no. Yeah, you don't... The keys are not for use. The keys are to have on a ring and just jingle-jangle them for anyone who needs entertainment. Cats, small children, Astarion when he's bored. Jingle, jingle, jingle. No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any follow-through on Isabel being ill. There's... You know, it's... To cough in a piece of media is the kiss of death. You know, you never cough unless the character is doomed. But yeah, there's just a little hint that she came back a little wrong. Little wrong. Okay, who do I want in this fight? I must have...
Can't afford to stay idle.
I must have Shadowheart. And I think I want Astarion more. Yeah. Who do I want? Karlach or Gale? Actually, I'm gonna keep Astarion out, and I'm gonna keep Gale in.
Let's move. What's up for discussion?
Came back wrong. Oh man, 100%. With Aelin, Aelin is so assured of herself and who she is and her place in the world. If Isabel came back wrong in any meaningful way, Aelin would not let her persist in that delusion. Like, Aelin knows exactly who she is. If Aelin says Isabel is Isabel, it is so. She would not... It would not be possible for her to be incorrect about that. Needing to use a 4D rendering when working on a problem. And it was much simpler than the 11D rendering. Good lord. Merkel definitely poisoned that gift. I can see him doing that too. The god of death, it turns out, might not be a fan of bringing people back to life.
The true soul who's going to save us all. I'm Isabel. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Isabel. And you, I've heard you're the protector of this inn, the banisher of shadows.
Myself and Our Lady are doing what we can to hold the line.
They could have also intended the coughing just to be an example of her fatigue
from the Absolute's influence.
At how long she's been working here, but
able to walk among cultists.
In conjunction with the
it's almost too good to be true.
The diary, I think it
but
lends
I'd be
to.
a poor cleric indeed, not to avail of a blessing.
She's not quite as healthy as she used to be.
Let me guess. Jaheira sent you to beg a protection spell off her favorite cleric.
Thank you. Ah, feels silvery.
It hurts.
Oh.
Perfect. It'll make you immune to the lesser effects of the shadow curse, which will get you closer to the towers. It won't be enough to protect you against the areas of utter darkness, though, where the curse is strongest. This lantern should, though.
Anything else I should know before heading off?
Ketherick is a frightening man.
Right. God of death. Not on board with undoing death.
Something he doesn't.
Goddess of loss. Not a fan of returning lost things.
While you're busy in the towers, I'll be sure to... Wait. Do you hear that? Something's wrong.
Again. game has some places where to fail is hilarious, and has some places where to fail is utterly critical. My first playthrough, I lost this fight, and Isabel was taken. And I thought, oh, well, I'm sure that's alright. I'm sure the game has contingencies in place. I'm sure that there's just a cool alternate route. And I got about halfway through the cutscene where everyone starts turning into shadow-cursed versions of themselves, and I realized that I had made a critical error and had to reload that one as well. Isabel, do you know this man?
He's a flaming fist. Or was. Came with the others when we created this haven.
And I thank you for your hospitality. True soul.
His beard does not match his hair.
Take the girl to Ketherick alive.
Probe his thoughts for more information.
A haunting face swims into your mind's eye, its instructions vivid in your mind. Nothing is more important than bringing the girl alive.
What's going on?
I absolutely believe that initiative can lose this fight. Thankfully, I've only ever played rogues through here, but my one round where I was playing a sorcerer, my Dark Urge run, was, I think, the closest I came to losing it. Marcus is trying to kidnap you, Isabel. We're gonna need to fight our way out of this one.
Pathetic.
Astarion, please.
Sees all. Your treachery will be punished.
The Absolute. Of course. You can't believe them, Marcus. Ketherick will never give you whatever it is you've been promised.
They're not even good-looking wings. They're so skeletal.
Time to go, Isabel.
I hope he gave you more than just those wings. I just... like a big old pile of gold. Or something. Oh, mole!
Moon Maiden, guide my hand.
What a club. Great clubs, not sexy weapons. Even in this game. Okay. Boy, there's a lot of them. I refuse to lose tieflings. He gave me purpose. They always give you purpose. I've got the wrong weapon out. Oh, fool that I am. I think I can do this in 3 rounds, though. I can't believe I've done this. Must have advantage. Fine. Oh no, now we've got to sit here and listen to stupid Dolly 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 bellow this entire fight. 47. That's very sexy of you, Tav.
Come along, Isabel.
Ooh. Stab, stab, stab. Ugh. This is a opportunity attack, I suppose. Ooh, she missed. 2. Measly. Pathetic. Okay, 14's better. Card-like Rage. Oh, Amazon is delivering a package. Interrupted by what? By this screen? Pathetic. What you get for being right-handed. Right-hand advantage, not a thing in this game. Miss. Nuts. Okay. There's one out here. A couple here. I think Gale.
Shall be done.
Haste yourself. We are not going to Netherese or Blast. But I do...
Won't you help me? Set me free.
These are not immune to fire, right? No. Screw these chairs. And that wardrobe. Yeah. Saris is usually the one I lose. If I'm gonna lose somebody, it's usually Saris. Oh god, Isabel.
Won't you help me? Set me free.
Ooh, that's not ideal. Ooh, 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 ooh.
You'll make excellent fertilizer.
Yowza.
Set me free. Onward.
I think 4th level Spirit Guardians here. And then level 1. 3rd level Healing Word. 21 hit points is not as many as I would have liked her to have. What are y'all doing down here anyway? Well, they can't get to her because the other one's in the way. Woo! Huh. Huh. Can only be used once per turn. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I am gonna haste myself and hope I don't. Wait. What did I just do? I forgot that I used a potion of speed on the first round. I'm so stupid. Oh boy. He's got 2 hit points. That's great. He's got 4 hit points. Okay, he's got 10 hit points. That's a good waste of your abilities. Thanks for matching me and my energy. Great. I can't believe I forgot that I put that potion on.
Need to do it.
Okay, Gale is going to go before them. How are the rest of the tieflings doing? Looks like they're doing okay. I don't think any of them have been attacked. It's just Isabel who's in danger. Good. Gale? More fire. That's not gonna hit Isabel, right? It did hit Isabel. I thought that, you know, him being an evocation wizard and capable of spell sculpting would mean that he would choose not to hit Isabel. And he didn't do that. He hit her, and he did 39 points of damage to her and killed her. And, that was not intended. I know, but she's like, not by the game's definition, but she's his whole thing is like, he's a spell sculptor, you know? He's able to sculpt his spells to hit the people that he doesn't want to hit. Why couldn't he choose to not hit Isabel? At least I get to make this mistake better. She's not an enemy. I hit better the first time. Oh, I hit better the first time.
Won't you help me?
Alright, let's try this again. Why can Karlach throw 15 pouches? Why does Karlach have so many pouches? What's happened here? Why does she have this many pouches? She didn't have this many pouches before I reloaded. Oh. Critical miss. Ugh. Oh man. Now I gotta make a different decision. I am going to again haste Gale. But I think I'm going to do a high-level magic missile at Flaming Fist Marcus. It does sting to lose that lightning damage, but I think it's for the best.
May it please, Mistra.
It must be. Gale, even more so. Don't you have some arcane acuity in here? Yeah, Battle Mage's power.
Your penance.
Intende. Securo.
Alright. That what? It just flew over the wall! Oh, someone's paralyzed down here.
You'll make excellent.
Who's that? Harper Boar. Shadowheart. Same trick as last time. And with your bonus action this time, how about a little sanctuary on Isabel? Can't believe that winged horror flew over the wall. Alright. Bonk. They've arranged themselves a little differently last time. I'm worried about Harper Boar. Okay, Tav. It's a good hit. Can you get him down with 15 hit points? I don't know. Ooh! Marcus has gone to sleep! That's great!
General Tetherick wants her alive, at any cost.
One stab should do it. Good. Fist Marcus, down for the count.
That's it.
I was hoping that would kill it. Prone. How about this one with full hit points? Alright, this winged horror down here on Harper Boar. There's a couple of turns ahead of that one, but Gale's the last person who can help. Gale! I don't trust you not to slip on this ice. Okay. Scorching Ray. And then another Scorching Ray. One. Who else is down here? Roland's down here. Any others in eye shot? Oh, that one's too far away. Nine hit points, that one will probably be okay. Let's go shoot this one.
Close.
That should... The Wicked. Oh, this is someone the Wicked. But I guess not. It's a bell. Good. Well, there goes Sanctuary. That was a worthwhile push. Thank you, Roland. The secret is I wanted Roland to feel like a little bit of a hero. What you gonna do, Alfira? Shadowheart. The one thing about speccing Shadowheart into Life Cleric is that she does struggle to do damage. 50-50. Okay, good hit. Not enough. I think take the attack. Good.
Won't you help me? Set me free.
Dolly, dolly, dolly. You're being so noisy. Good. Well, you've done a great job surrounding him. Would any of you like to hit? Why is the pixie? Oh, because she's trapped in her stupid little lantern. And she just yells that every few seconds. Because I've got it in my inventory. Isabel gave it to me because she knew exactly what would happen and she wanted to punish me for having a tadpole. It just sits there and yells at you until you free it. I can't get down to help her, I don't think. I've got no actions anyway.
I've got this.
Harlack, can you get down there? I don't know.
Count on me.
But anyway, she's gonna yell at me until I set her free or winch the thumb screws and kill her. Alright, 10 hit points. God, you're so good, Harlack.
Corpse. You should take a look.
I think they've actually turned her down a little bit. The last time I played this, it was deafeningly annoying.
Isabel,
Get through this conversation first, then I'll deal with that.
Marcus has been with us since the start. They've been tracking us this whole time. And that was no random attack. You were the target, Isabel. They know how important you are. But they don't know about you. Ketheric will strike again. We need you to strike first. Discover the source of his invulnerability. Make him mortal so we can make him bleed.
That's a pretty metal thing to
Good
say,
luck.
Jaheira. I like it.
We're in more danger than I knew. If something happens to me, everyone in this inn is dead.
Oh, that would have been good to know before that fight. Marcus told me Ketheric wanted you captured, not killed. Why?
Why does a man like him do anything? Power, spite.
Because you're his
some
beloved
kind of twisted
daughter.
Personal morality. I can understand why he'd want me dead. Without me keeping the curse at bay, everyone in this inn, everyone intent on killing him, is dead too.
There's also
As
some
for why
interesting
he'd want to take me
questions
alive,
here because she was in
and I don't
the
want to find out. Now that we have
sarcophagus in Ketheric's
you, I
tomb.
hope I won't have to.
She's a cleric, so presumably she's got some strength. But, like, did Merkel bring her back without telling Ketheric when? It seems to me that if Merkel was telling me that, like, he was about to resurrect my beloved child, like, I would want to be at her body. So that the moment she was resurrected, I would be there. But the fact that Isabel is here and not with Ketherick seems to me to imply that she either was resurrected by herself or that she escaped somehow. I'm getting tired. Well, she ran from him. Once I take Ketherick's head, you'll be safe again.
No mercy. For Ketherick will have none on you. End this.
Maybe the dog helped. Marcus, Great Club +1. A parasite! Shifting corpus ring. I don't think... I mean, I guess it's better than that. By all accounts, it doesn't make sense. Alright, let's deal with this infuriating pixie. Gotta remember how to use it.
We need a plan.
Hang on, there's a way. Ah, how do I use this thing? Examine. No. Inspect moon lantern, that's it.
The lantern gives off a chilly glow, protecting all in its vicinity.
She ran into the darkness,
from
we just couldn't
surrounding
find her.
Shadows. You notice
You know, that silver
tiny
hair blends really
pixie
well into the
trapped
shadows.
within. These fey creatures are infamous for their trickery. Sometimes playful, sometimes malicious.
Oh, please.
Bannon and
oh,
Cannon
God,
have
leave
blurred.
me
I
alone.
completely
You must
believe
release
that.
me or I'll die. This lantern only lights the way when I am hurting night and day.
Your fuel for the lantern? How does that work?
My pixie dust is bright as day. My injuries can light the way.
It seems like a fitting punishment for a poet.
Astarion, please. Who are you?
My name is Dolly Thrice. Now won't you free me from this vice?
I need protection from this curse. If I release you, will you help me travel through the shadows?
It would be my pleasure, truly. Once I'm freed, I'll help you duly.
What's this mechanism at the base of the lantern?
I dare not name it, newfound friend. The faintest touch could spell my end.
Quickly unlock the lantern and release the pixie.
Finally! Been trapped in that coffin with no one but a mad rider and my own farts for company. Did me a good turn there, didn't you? What do I owe you?
I need to get through this shadow curse. Can you help?
Sure I can, but will I? Yeah, sure, why not? Here, give this bell a shake. Speak the magic words and you'll get what you've earned. Protection from the shadow curse. What more could a dingus want?
Dingus, a canon insult in
You're
Faerun.
welcome.
I really did not understand the 23 AC, that bell before, and I definitely left the Shadow Cursed Realm, walked back in, and could not figure out why the heck everything hurt, until I finally remembered to shake that bell again. I also saw someone posting on Reddit about the moon lantern. They were like, of course you can't take the pixie out of the moon lantern. How do I see? How can I move safely through the Shadow Curse? They spent the whole second half of the Shadow Curse lands passing the moon lantern back and forth among their party members to make sure that they were safe. Ooh. Ooh. Difficult. I don't have the patience for that.
Let's have a look.
Isabel, anything else to say?
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers.
I still have a few questions.
Go on, then.
The curse seems incredibly powerful. What more can you tell me about it?
It belongs to the goddess Shar. According to the Harpers, it fell here when they defeated Ketheric.
Yeah.
The one who tried to have me kidnapped. I suppose they didn't defeat him quite hard enough.
I mean, a lot of evil is selfish, and while it would be evil to kill her, I think exactly wrangling the lantern is so obnoxious. It would be better to self-serve and free her and get the blessing rather than try to juggle that stupid lantern. How did you come to this place?
Right place, right time. When a cleric of Selûne stumbles into a Sharan shadow, she's bound to set it to rights. At any cost.
I've also just realized we didn't get Shadowheart's comment about Selûnite magic and Isabel calling her a nasty little terrier. I don't know much about you. Care to fill in the blanks?
I could say the same. But perhaps we should save the trivia till we're on the other side of this thing. Promise not to die, and we'll celebrate with our life stories.
I'm not overly familiar with Selûne and Shar. Could you enlighten me?
Moon and shadow. Light and dark. Divine sisters ever at war. And this place has become one more battlefield. Sometimes life forces us to choose sides. Luckily, sometimes the choice is obvious.
Really? We're gonna walk all the way around?
I pity you.
I do wish there were a way to turn off some of these visual effects. This temporary hit point, glowing blue thing is pretty obnoxious, visually speaking.
There's always a first time.
Tira, what you think?
Traitors among us. A child taken. And still I can only feel relief. If they had taken Isabel too,
Let's just focus on defeating Ketheric.
Agreed. We must end the threat at Moonrise altogether. With your help, we stand every chance of doing just that. I trust that you will.
I wanted to ask you about something.
Then speak.
I've heard your name before. Where?
Ugh, some crusty balladmonger, I expect. They have me slaying gods or laying with them, depending on the bard.
Polo, what have you done? I heard it was both.
You'll have to sing that one for me when all of this is done. In any case, it was a lifetime ago.
Magic Circle makes you look like a fire
and
emblem.
for all our victories, we remain on the back foot.
I only know about
We
Fire
fight,
Emblem from
we
what
die,
I've absorbed
and
through
we just
Tumblr.
hope that when our time comes, there is someone else to take our place.
But it looks very pretty. Let me guess. I'm someone else.
That remains to be seen. Criterion number 1, make Ketheric bleed. Criterion 2, survive that thing in your skull.
Oh, those are pretty good suggestions. I would like to do both of those things.
The Absolute's claws have dug deep.
Death was surely a great blow to the council.
They gathered an entire army.
Mole would do the same for any of us.
Oh, look at these little kids talking to each other.
But how do we get into Moonrise? We can't fight those shadow things. We could. I beat up those harpies, and they're way scarier than shadows.
You know what Mole would hate more than anything?
I love these kids.
Bad things happening to us. You've seen what's out there. We wouldn't stand a chance.
You stay put. I'll bring Mo home.
But it's our job to bring Mole back.
Look at her. She's a proper adventurer.
Covered in blood and
if we
everything.
got hurt, Mole would be really mad at us.
Fine. But you gotta understand, Mole is family. Bring her back, please.
Same
Roland.
I want to have a word.
How are you handling this?
We won't even have to go out into the shadows to die now that the cultists have found us.
Poorly is how he's handling this. And you'll be too drunk to care when they cut your throat. Smart.
Cheers.
Haha! She does not feel good about any of this.
Watch your back out there. If it's not the cult coming for you, it'll be the shadows.
Alfira?
First cultists nearly murder us, and now we have a traitor on the inside. Can't we trust anyone?
Just focus on getting through this.
Easier said than done.
Oh.
We just wait. Hope the true soul comes through.
Yes, we wait. If we're called, we join the fight against Catherine. And with the true
Well,
soul...
that was an exciting few minutes at Last Light Inn. Need to sell these heavy things that I've picked up.
Nowhere safe. If you need something sharp, I have a few things left.
Didn't mean to cut you off there. All these pouches. Wait, why am I so encumbered then? Send to camp. Send to camp. Okay, I'm gonna stop here for the moment. Depending on how long the Oscars run tonight, I may be back. I've just glanced over and I am seeing John Cena do things that are just... He appeared to be completely naked on stage. Anyway, I may be back later tonight. We'll see how long these run. I hope I will. But the next task will be to get into the basement and do that fight down there and then head west. Thanks so much for tuning in. Isabel saved yet again. Closer call this time than I would have liked. And hopefully I'll catch y'all later.